Alright guys, welcome back to the Unholy Trinity podcast with your boys, the aforementioned titular Unholy Trinity.
It is us.
What?
Titular.
Okay, cool. We're off to a good start. You want to give a brief little introduction?
Hi,
Hello.
he's nipple. I'm left tit. And he's right tit.
I'm not gonna know.
Wait, so I'm both kids?
You're the tip of the tip.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Do you
Where
endorse
is this?
this
I don't
message?
actually not endorse this analogy. Where is this going?
It is going in the cup.
Anyway, hello everyone. It is Deo. Or is that Frost? On my left.
If you couldn't tell already, I am high as fuck.
Damn, for real?
High on life.
Hello, high as fuck. I'm Jack, also known as SCL.
Alright.
I don't know. I've been awake for like 14 hours by now.
I've been awake for like, wait, what time? It's like 7 p.m. right now. I've been awake for like 4 hours.
Living the life, man.
On the other
Oh
side
no,
of the
I've just been
spectrum.
really sick.
Oh, you still sick, man?
Oh, we'll get into that a little
Yeah.
bit because I got a funny story related to Fast and Furious. So we'll get there.
Fast and Furious gave me fucking corona.
Oh, I am Jack, by the way. I
True.
think we've grown up. I don't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What
Good.
Sorry.
What a glowing endorsement! I'm sure Vin Diesel would approve of that. He'd be like, "Damn, yeah,
Ooh.
Corona."
Fucking bad.
Speaking of which, I am sure you know
Yeah,
what we're going to be
Vin
covering today. This is going to be a pretty family-centric episode. A little bit fast, a little bit furious, but probably a long episode because we do have a bunch of stuff to get through today.
You say that
We're
again?
covering a lot of news this week, including the PlayStation Showcase. No, not Showcase, as well as a bunch of new trailers and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
But firstly, how are you guys?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
I'm doing
As,
alright.
as previously mentioned, high as fuck because I'm tired as fuck. How are you?
Oh yeah, you know how it be. Feel a little bit ill this week, but how it
He's
be.
the illest.
Man, he
Yeah.
is
The
sick as
realest.
fuck.
So yeah, I'll tell this funny story. So we went and saw Fast X on Monday, which if you want to see our epic Vin Diesel cosplay, you can check that out on our Instagram, which is at unholy.pod.
Yeah.
Good. You
I
remember?
almost forgot. I did almost forget. But yeah, immediately after I got, it's like when I was there, I was fine, right? Like I wasn't
fine.
sick.
Yeah.
You're drinking the
I
beers,
get home
man.
and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of a nap because of I just didn't sleep that much the previous night. Go home, sleep, wake up, instant fever.
Oi.
The corona, bro.
So yeah, I just had like a fever for the entire day, and it was like to the point where like I literally just like could not do anything. I couldn't get up and cook. So like I did not eat for like 30 hours following that.
Let's not go
And
there.
then yeah, it was just a lot of for the next like 2 days or whatever. I was just like so weak, but I eventually did manage to eat some stuff, but it was like damn, it was just death for the next few days.
Which I guess is the right time to mention that that's the reason why we sort of missed a week.
Yes, sorry, yeah, that's.
I'm not
Are we
saying it was
skipping
his
a week
fault.
or is it
I'm
just
saying it was his
late
fault.
upload schedule?
I think it's about a week. It'll be about a week late. Oh no, well, it's a bit less than a week late, but yeah.
If you
Like
get
6
this
or
out,
7.
like,
it depends.
in a-
Yeah,
The usual time frame.
I assume if it takes you a day to edit this, it'll probably be out on Monday. So that's like a
Mm-hmm.
Going back to
yeah.
how you used to be before we had to shift to Tuesdays.
But yeah, point being, yeah, I was pretty sick. Also, just like a little side tangent, bro. I'm still like not feeling great, and it's like I've been like super dizzy, right? So then I went to work yesterday, and it was like an 8-hour shift, and it's like, oh, you get your 30-minute break, right? And then, so they're like, they have like staff meals, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to eat something because like when it's like I've got work early in the morning, I don't have time to like cook, and then go to work, right?
Yeah.
I need to like
get there quick.
get there quick. And like the previous night, I had to submit an assignment, so it's like, no free time, bro. Like, yeah, need to
Right.
get sleep, and then yeah. Anyway, so I go to work, and then I'm working the 8-hour shift, bro. I get my 30-minute break, and then I order the food. They just don't make it, and they're like, "Oh, we forgot." I'm like, bro,
Fuck.
And then it's like, yeah, you have to go back to work now. And like, okay, cool. So that I do 8-hour shift, absolutely fucking delirious because I haven't eaten anything. I get home. Somehow I managed to make a meal. I don't know how, but I did it. Just because I was like, I need to eat something, otherwise I'm gonna die. And then like I ate it, immediately fainted afterwards. It was just like
Drop dead on the
peak
bed.
moment of my life.
dude.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, I need to lie down for a second. Instantly out.
Ay.
Woke up like 3 hours later. I had it. So yeah, absolutely terrible day yesterday. But yeah.
Well, I hope you're feeling slightly better.
Yeah, I had like 12 hours of sleep last night
Very good.
because we didn't watch Better Luck Tomorrow.
Venom.
Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of how my week went. Do you guys have any interesting stories?
Oh, from the past week?
No.
Around?
I've just been lacking sleep. I've been going to sleep at consistently 1 a.m., 2 a.m. every night because my
same thing.
insomnia is fucking me up.
I've
Well,
been
that's
sleeping
my
at
usual
3.
sleep time. So it's like, yeah.
But
Because
I sleep at 4, bro.
my problem is I get into bed at 9 and I roll around in bed for 3 or 4 hours.
What are you doing rolling? That sounds like you're just literally rolling around in bed.
Rolling in the deep.
You just go, you're like pacing, but you're just rolling back and forth.
It doesn't exert any energy for me to fall asleep any faster, sadly.
Do you have to constantly like switch sides you're facing?
Short term it help, but long term doesn't do shit.
Because like, yeah, sometimes when I can't sleep, I'm always like changing the side. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Turning 45 degrees in the grave.
Yeah, I sometimes find like covering my face with the blanket helps because it's basically like suffocating yourself.
Yeah,
to
I wouldn't be able to breathe like that. I can barely breathe as is. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that helps, but sometimes it doesn't work.
I do you know the flipping the pillow so it's like cooler?
Yeah, I do that sometimes. It depends on the weather, but yeah.
The only reason I do that these days is because sometimes when I'm like in incredibly deep sleep, I have a drooling issue. And I'll just fucking like...
Wet pillow.
So sometimes I'll dream that I wake up and I'm in bed and I'm looking at my pillow and then I dream that I spit on my pillow. And then I wake up and I realize that actually happened and I wasn't dreaming it.
Damn. At some point in the night, you went...
Literally.
Why? Why spit on your pillow?
It's like a cowboy thing, They spit in the bucket.
And then I'm like, fuck. And then I have to like turn the pillow over and sleep on the dry side.
Yeah. Damn.
Reminds me of a time in my childhood where I dreamed of pissing and I actually pissed myself.
Delightful. I mean, that's kind of like, wasn't that like everyone when they were kids, I guess?
Yeah, but like I vividly remember like in the dream, I went up, walked to the toilet and pissed, but it was a dream.
Yeah.
Then I wake up like, dang, I pissed.
For real.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. My bed right now is like, it's so fucking crowded, right? I have a lot of like plushies and shit, and I wouldn't usually keep them all on my bed because there's enough room. But a little furry rodent creature got into my room.
Oh, they're hiding
so I had to like
plushies.
kind of lift everything off the floor. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I understand how it got into my room because at that point I was eating pasta at my desk.
Pasta.
I wasn't spilling or anything. It was just like because I cooked it in the kitchen, walked it down the hole. So it's like there's a flow to the food, right?
Yeah.
But like honestly, you can't really be a mouse and hide in my room unless because I'm trying to think. I assume it's gotten out of my room at this point because I saw it where it went, and then where it went, I immediately lifted up all of that shit. So like, and then I sort of like do a little run, but I assumed it left because my floor, it's not ridiculously messy. Now that I've got all my plushies on my bed, I've kind of organized a bit more of some of my stuff. The only real like messiness is I've got some Lego.
Yeah.
It's not even. Yeah, that's kind of it. I assume a mouse isn't going to get any nurturing warmth from like cold plastic, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
I assume it's not going to hide in my Lego. If it is, that's going to be very sad. I'm gonna actually cry.
Yeah, it could be part of your city. He's an inhabitant.
Yeah, that could be true. But yeah, that's also what happened this week. It was like a lot of me everything that I was doing this week. I was absolutely so dizzy doing So including how I have, yeah.
Trying to catch
And then I
that.
had to submit 2 assignments because my calendar was all wrong. And I was like, I didn't do any
Dang.
work because I was like legitimately in bed for 3 days. And it was like, then
You
I had to
get
quickly
sick
get some
leave for
assignments
uni?
done. Speaking of which, actually, I was gonna say like not a moral thing. It's more
A moral lesson for y'all.
no, it's a question to you guys.
All right.
So
yeah.
like for one of my assignments, right, I read this piece and it was, oh, you've read it. You know that funny shark,
The
I read
shark one, yeah.
funny shark story. It was a little bit of a meta. It was just a silly little like
Little
Evil Dead type
funny.
thing,
Shark
right? About a
apocalypse.
shark. Yeah. And so like we got feedback from the class, and the class is basically like, oh yeah, we really like it. We think it's funny. Do more.
Two more shots.
Do more. We'll mainly do more of the meta stuff, so it's not
yeah.
so jarring later on. Just keep at the start. And then basically, then I went to the teacher's feedback, and the teacher was just the opposite of the
I
class.
hate your
So it's like the teacher's like, oh, don't put any funny, because I like to do funny wordplay where it's like doing like a little,
Pun.
like yeah, puns basically, like words that sound
Yeah.
the same. And she's like, take that out. And I was like, I'll put in like references to things. Take that out. She even said, take out all of the violence and gore in this. And I just, that was the one
But
thing I
then
was like,
how you gonna make
it's a horror
Shaq's
story. I'm not doing that. Like that is an
So the
integral part
shark's
of the
just
thing.
there. It's
The
like,
shark's just
Audience
there, bro.
review, critic review.
Exactly. But it's an assignment. So what am I supposed to, what would I do in this scenario? Because what I did, I just went, fuck it. It's due in a few hours. I'm taking all of the comedy out of it. So it was kind of, honestly, a
Oh,
really
yeah.
dry piece.
How many words is it? Is there a word requirement?
2,500.
2,500. Because in my mind, I'm kind of like, do one to appease the
make two
teacher,
videos.
and then
Director's-
do
director's
the
cut.
director's cut. Yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah, I do have that. But yeah, the
Mhm.
one I submitted, I assume I just do the one that appeals to the
but
teacher.
it's not
Yeah.
worth doing that for every assignment.
I think for like
Yeah.
Mark's sake, or just like to what do you call it? To be according to the educational fucking guide.
The curriculum.
Well, it's not
Curriculum.
that. It's not really like
Or
that.
just- I guess
'cause
that's just
because
like-
writing is subjective. You can't.
Yeah, so
exactly.
it's
How
just
You can't do
subjective
it.
is the teacher's
So it's like the
marking?
teachers. It was really weird because she was like,
Instructor, professor,
"Oh, I like
teacher.
the dialogue. It's pretty funny. Take
but
out all
take
the meta
out the
stuff."
funny.
The thing that was annoying me was take out the violence because it's unrealistic, and I'm like, that's the point. I'm
Yeah.
trying to do like a B movie, silly Sharknado type thing. That's the whole point. And it's like if I take out everything, it's just gonna. What is like? Has nothing.
Shit.
It's just like
movie.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like
So is the marking system just like a funny court where it's just the judge is like, yeah, I like
think
the
it
guy.
is, and that's kind of now that because like this assignment was the one that made me realize, hang on, this is kind of a little bit fucked because I'm like, I even like I can. There was some stuff like grammar, blah blah blah, and just like
Yeah.
and obviously humor's subjective. So I'm like, yeah, some jokes won't land. That's fine. I can take if there's jokes that like that's why like the class feedback because it's a wide
Yes.
group. I can get an idea of where people land on things. And there were some things that my class was like change. And I'm like, cool, I can totally see. I will change that. But the teachers is so one person, and it was also very different to what the class was saying. That it was just like, what do I do here? And I'm like, it's an assignment. I'm gonna just
You have to
go with
follow
whatever
the
I think will get
teacher,
me the
yeah.
best marks.
Yeah.
Even though, in my opinion, just like my opinion as the author is obviously very, very, very subjective to like
Biased
me.
towards you.
But like, there's also just I understand the piece to the point where it's like some stuff just does not work. Like I just could not take out all of the unrealistic violence because it's a story about a
Shark.
but it's a slasher movie, and the shark
Yeah.
kills all the characters
Yeah.
in like weird ways, and there's just like silly stuff.
Is there like a moderation system for the? To clarify, teacher, instructor, professor? Is there like a proper role? Or are we just going? You know,
We'll just say teacher. She's the one who grades.
Does she have a
Yeah.
degree?
She
Yeah, she definitely
does.
has a degree.
Yeah. She old? She middle aged?
I don't know. To be
Has
honest,
she-
I
has
haven't
she
been to
been,
a lot of those
reasonable-
classes because I've been sick for the past couple of weeks whenever we
Right.
have class.
Has she been reasonable in past assignments?
I don't think I've ever had her before.
And
So
then,
I've actually never been graded by her. So I'm not sure. Because like that's the other thing. If you have a teacher that's because I've had teachers that I've had for like a year,
Yeah.
so they understand your specific writing, so they know if it's good by your standards and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because
Because it's hard.
what was this feedback like? Was it just like one-on-one? We're talking.
No,
about
no,
it?
it's paper, like
Paper.
just like
Right.
annotation.
Because she's comparing it to every other student, is she not? And this is just her subjective opinion.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a writing class, man.
But also,
Well, I assume there's like more technical aspects in the marking, like structurally and like grammar shit, right?
Yeah, and I redid
Yeah.
all the grammar and stuff according
Yeah.
to her notes.
That's
but like,
fine.
yeah.
Huh.
Because yeah, there's just stuff that like, yeah, just like specifically with like the violence thing, and like, because it was like this is really unrealistic. Someone gets their leg cut off. How can they do like an epic anime battle where they jump
Because
and
you said
do it?
anime,
That's
bro.
because it's just silly.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to. Yeah, it's like my Fast and Furious, you know.
Yeah, you should have asked. Have you
What?
watched the Fast
you
and
are
Furious?
a grown-ass man. You can't be writing children's stories.
Oh, so it wasn't a very child story. I'd say it was like too adult.
You can't be
yeah.
writing a children's story with blood.
Yeah. But
Anyway, they don't make no goddamn sense
yeah.
to me.
let me know what you guys think
Oh,
in
yeah.
the comments, maybe, because
Well, I'd say see how the mark comes out, and you can probably ask her about it. Be like,
Jack's uni professor.
you guys
based on
also
mid.
do creative fields. So, like, when you guys are doing
Yes.
assignments, do you guys ever come across similar things?
We have a unique
they
grading
have pretty
system.
set guidelines. For
We
the
do
grading.
assessments. There's no end of year examination and semester examination or anything. There's nothing being like you got to score for this. We do get like if
Well,
like
in projects.
exceeds
Yeah.
expectations on individual assessments, but then overall your the thing that determines if you pass or not for the unit is supposed to be a holistic grading. The
Is that the same as every uni?
the instructor's just supposed to look at
Yes,
all of
but
your
like-
work holistically, generally, but without taking the specific marks into account.
Oh,
But then they still look. Well,
They-
projects would have bigger
okay, yeah,
margins.
so
but
you
then-
don't
Because
have,
it's a
like-
holistic thing. Like you can shit the bed on one thing, but then you just do really well in something that you've
Okay,
had a
yeah.
background in, which
Yeah.
doesn't prove that you've learned anything.
so your assignments aren't like weighted, like they're not
No,
like
no,
this
no,
is
they're not-
25%, this is 30%.
Not at all. Not
Okay,
at all.
no, yeah, that makes sense. Cool, yeah.
We're supposed to do reflective practices throughout the thing to evidence the fact that we are learning and that we are engaging in it. And then they're supposed to look at that as a whole and compare it with every other campus.
Hmm.
They're supposed to compare individual students to the whole country.
Yeah.
Across and
You're
also
talking about, like,
Dubai, I
internationally?
think, because Dubai,
Yeah.
Dubai has the same curriculum as SAE in Australia.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to compare it between all of these camps in like a big online meeting and say, my student here has done better than you. You should grade them fairer.
But on like an assignment level of grading, like there is specific guideline shit. you have
That
to
is
follow.
also technically holistic grading for
Yeah?
individual assessments.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Well, speaking actually of bad teachers and stuff, you know, last year I had this one professor teacher, I don't know, where I'd write, it was for a film class, right? I'd
Yeah.
write like essays and shit. And then the teacher would leave comments going, I don't understand like your English. You should
Get
go speak
glasses.
to someone about trying to fix your English or some shit.
What?
Bear in mind, I'm doing,
This is a
besides that, I'm
real
doing an
essay.
actual writing course. But yeah, for this film, so I got graded really poorly for the entire like thing.
Jeez.
I probably should take that up with like a
You probably could. Yeah.
chairperson or something, right? Because
I mean,
that's a little bit fucked, right?
Yeah.
I assume most people can read your essay and be like, yes, I understand the context.
Because I
of
showed
this."
my essays to like Nelson and stuff
Yes.
like that, who can, you know, read. So it's like,
I think the problem is
It's
the
weird.
reverse. If that guy can't read,
I
forgot my
reading glasses. Oh, my legs.
it was such a weird
yeah.
like unit because like yeah, every comment would like be the exact same thing. It's like
I can't read your shit.
yeah, I can't read your shit. It doesn't make sense. Blah blah blah. Like
Yeah, fuck
bro,
that
I
shit.
could string a couple of
mean-
words together, mate. Like
He could have been specific about like how it doesn't make sense to him. But did he do that?
Honestly, maybe annotate it. Like my actual creative writing teacher showed me what stuff is.
But did you not get that?
No, it's just like
It's
you
like,
just
yeah,
get.
this shit.
Yeah, generally speaking, at RMIT, you just get a comment and a score.
Damn, that's kind of not good.
The only
feedback.
reason for like the creative writing that they did annotations because they want you to improve.
That is creative writing class.
That is
Because we
a
have
step
like
in the right direction.
well, the assignment that I was talking about previously, where I was like rewriting based on feedback, is because we have like actual feedback class.
Yes.
When you which is
Crazy
cool.
stuff.
Crazy stuff. Speaking of crazy stuff, should we jump into the main meat of this episode?
Let's do it. We've been procrastinating long enough.
All right.
Meat and vegetables.
We'll talk about. Do you guys want to do news first, or do? Or we might just do film TV first.
Yeah.
Because I was sort of talk about for TV. I did actually watch a TV show this week.
Right on.
Kobe.
What the fuck is that? Sorry.
This is close to the bin. Look.
For the audio listeners, he attempted to throw a tissue at the bin and missed.
Kobe.
To be fair, it had a lot of air resistance pushing.
It did, it did. But it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I watched one TV show this week, and that was Exo Kitty. Do you guys know this show?
Does it
It's
involve...
trending on TikTok and stuff. So
That rings a bell.
Does
it is
involve
a
Exo?
spin-off of a film series that I've seen all the movies of, and that's Two Older Boys,
Oh.
which I'm sure you guys know that series.
I don't.
All the Boys
I've
I've loved
not
before?
watched them though, but I've heard of it.
I don't know.
It's like one of the defining teen Netflix movies.
Cool.
Where the first one was good, and then the rest were kind of, they're like, what if we take the first movie and because it's so popular, make more, but not understand why the first one worked?
Mm.
And then so the sequels were pretty shit. And this series is kind of like nothing like those previous ones.
Not like the other girls.
And then do you ever watch TV shows where you're like, oh, this is dog shit, the dialogue's terrible, the story's terrible, acting's not good, this is borderline, sometimes a little bit racist. I can't wait to keep watching each episode though. Yeah, because this is one of those
bad,
shows.
so bad it's good kind
It was
of thing?
kind of, yeah. But not even like a way that I'd be like, I would not tell anyone else to watch this show. I'm like, this is objectively a bad show. For some reason, me just kept wanting.
Yeah,
like,
struck a chord with it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I don't. But I can't even say that I like it. But I kept watching it. I don't understand because it's like 10 episodes, and so yeah. So the premise is it's a spin-off with like the little sister of the main characters in the first one. And for some, I swear they were building up to like a cameo from them, but they never appeared, which was like weird because they kept going, "Oh, you should talk to your sister," and then nothing came of that.
My
Anyway,
sister's dead.
Fuck, sorry, lost my train of thought. Yes, it's about this sister, and she goes to Korea to visit her long distance boyfriend, and so then it's a K-drama, but it's a
Damn.
Western K-drama. So that's what I mean. It's kind of like a little bit racist because it's like it's a Western view of Korea, and like basically it's
Wow,
just
Korea.
chock filled. Oh, the soundtrack is
Australia.
terrible, and I'm a huge fan of K-pop, and I knew like pretty much all of the songs in the thing, but it's that case of the Mario movie where it's just.
Anything.
You're just spamming songs. They don't have any meaning. In 5 minutes, they'll change between 3 different K-pop songs. And this show must have been expensive to make purely because of the licensing, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, Jesus Christ, they just the soundtrack is filled.
Oh
And it made me laugh because like, okay, for example, in the very first episode, a hot boy walks in. Oh, and this is one of the ones where it's like not a random song because it makes sense in the context, but it's just funny.
Okay.
A hot dude walks in and then it starts playing Hot by 17. And I was like, oh shit, this is what it's going to be like.
Set the
But then
tone for the whole
but they'll
thing.
also just have random moments where there's a gamer girl playing video games and then they cycle through 2 Stray Kids songs that have nothing to do with it. It's just like, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
League
Was
of
she playing
Legends!
Val?
Or she was a streamer or something and she's meant. It was a weird like boomer moment where it was like, oh, gamers are
gamer.
gross. Ew, gamers. They just sit in their dark rooms and
Play games.
leave trash everywhere. Like, cool. Okay, cool.
Look at your son.
But it's such a fucking weird show because it's a Western K-drama. I am actually quite happy that there is mostly speaking in Korean, which is good.
That's the main character.
But their kind of
speaking Korean?
justification for a lot of the English is, oh, they're at an international school, obviously. Yeah.
Right.
But like, also when they switch to Korean, it doesn't make sense because they're like, they switched to Korean, I presumed, for other characters around them not to listen to them talk about their secrets. Bear in mind, the other characters around them are actually Korean and can speak Korean. It doesn't make sense. A lot of the weird asides just don't make sense. Yeah, the soundtrack was weird. The plot is like, it's they're kind of trying to do like a Never Have I Ever, do a bunch of like love interests. But by bunch, that means there are so fucking many. It just gets a little bit tiring. And it ends on a cliffhanger, and it's just like a lot of romantic drama. Then there's a subplot to do with her like finding out her identity, and like a lot of like people are related to other people and stuff like that, which honestly felt pretty K-drama to me.
What, incest?
My father is
I thought I'm going to be completely honest, I thought they were going to do an incest thing, but they didn't. So, you.
When you say
Thankfully.
related, does that
Very
mean
sad.
like directly or just like
Yeah,
related as
so
in
it's like there's a whole
relation?
plot to do with like descendants and like trying to figure out
Very
who's
giant
sad.
related.
family?
They did
Yeah.
not wincest.
Fast and
Yeah.
Furious moment.
Yeah, see,
But,
this is a familiar episode.
Yeah, it's such a fucking weird show. And
Where
I
was
looked at the
the-
reviews, and like audiences hate it. They're like, it's like 20%. Critics love it. Gave it like 80% or something. And I'm
Damn.
gonna be completely honest. Like, I kind of get both sides because I'm gonna say completely, it's objectively a bad show. But for some reason, I was hooked. I'm like, damn, who's she gonna end up with? Damn, who's she related to? Damn, what the fuck is going on? Oh, the dialogue is
Related to the
appalling. The dialogue is
boyfriend.
some of the worst dialogue I've ever heard. Basically, and every like big moment made me groan, but for some reason I kept watching it. Explain this to me, guys. Psychoanalyze me. What's going on here?
It's that drama, yo. It hooks you in.
It does.
It's like we humans are like monkey, and we go ooh,
Go, ooh, is that a monkey?
ooh, ah,
Ooh,
ah.
ah.
We go to that monkey has banana from Korea. Let's see where this goes.
Honestly, honestly, that's a pretty good
The
analogy.
Korean banana goes into the anus.
And it goes that
no.
way. Where was the first series set in?
So the first series, as in like their movies. This is
Yeah.
a TV show, but they're just in America. But like the main character is like half Korean, so like it makes sense why she
Yeah.
goes to
Yeah.
Korea. That's not but just funny because it's like American K drama.
That's is it the first of its kind?
I don't know, but like also that's the thing. Like the dialogue, it was so bad. I was like, did they like write it in English, translate it to Korean, translate it back to English for speaking or something? Because the dialogue was like bad, like not good,
They're
very
not
bad.
proper sentences. They're just,
I
Yeah.
like the idea of K drama, but American. So A drama, and A stands for anus. So an A drama is just diarrhea.
Actually, if you want to go by that logic, if it's an American Korean drama, you could say it's an AK drama.
Oh, okay.
like AKB.
Always finishes with a bang.
Oh, that is true. But yeah, this show, not very good. I don't recommend it. But honestly, if you're like me, maybe you will somehow find something in it.
If people like you,
If you're like me, but
if you like me, that's all I heard.
damn. If you like me, maybe you can pay for our premium content on Spotify.
That's right.
It's an OnlyFans.
Yeah, pretty
Of
much.
us eating.
Eating. But yeah,
So pretty
that's
much.
kind of the show I want to talk about this week. Shall we go into some movies?
Hey yo.
Reshape.
Yo, 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 yo.
Perhaps Fast and Furious. Fuck, I was going to think of a pun. I didn't have anything.
The Lost and Furious.
I don't know.
The Lost and Furious segment.
We'll
But it's
talk.
not.
Fast and
Fast
Furious.
two.
We talked about the first 4 movies last week, I believe.
Yes, you guys did.
So we'll break down. How
And
do we
I
want to do it?
didn't.
Do we talk about Fast 10 first, or do we talk about the previous ones?
We can do a brief recap.
Brief recap.
Yeah.
I think we
yeah,
lead
yeah.
up to it.
Then maybe after we talk about Fast X, we can maybe like rank them or something.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Cool.
Okay.
All right, Fast 5. That is kind of a lot of people say that's where like the series, like found its footing.
Establish its
Yeah.
current identity.
Though I disagree. I actually, the way I kind of view Fast and Furious, I view it as trilogies, right? Like
Yeah.
Fast 1 to 3 is kind of like the street racing trilogy.
Yeah.
I think Fast 4 to 6 is kind of like the insane over the top crime, doing
The heist.
crime and some
Well,
shit.
they kind of
And then I think
they
Fast
still do
7
heists.
to Fast 9 is kind of like the spy saga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think Fast 10, because they're doing a trilogy with itself, it kind of feels like the end saga.
Yeah.
Everything.
The final saga.
Because I feel like Fast 4 is honestly, like, I feel like Fast 5 would exist without Fast 4.
Yeah.
Fast 4 is
Yeah.
pretty fucking over the top.
The recap. Fast forward. In
It was
in 5 words.
5 is
taking down
Brazil.
Braga, right? Was Braga?
That's more than 5 words.
Hold on, let me think
This
about what I'm
is
going to
Fast
say
and
first.
Furious 5. It's Dom doing this. This is Brazil.
Was that Fast?
That was 5.
That was 5?
That was
What?
5.
That was 5.
This
Recap. No, recap Fast 4 in 5 words.
Wait, Braga was in Fast 5, right? In the prison? Oh,
Yeah.
it's Yeah,
No
so
way.
Braga's the villain from Fast 4.
Uh-huh.
They go down to take him down in like Mexico or something, I think,
In the cave.
in the caves, and they do
Yeah.
that. Like, that's a pretty over the top like action movie. That's why I think that's kind of the birth of it. I don't really agree with the people that say Fast 5 is. I think Fast 5 is when they perfected it.
Yeah.
Because I think Fast 5 is a banger of a film.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one because Dom
Yeah.
said Brazil.
Dom does say that. We get the introduction of probably one of my favorite characters. That's Hobbs. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yes. I think The Rock is so fucking charismatic in these movies.
Felt like
Yeah.
he went downhill.
I think, like, honestly, like
from
5 and
the-
6, and I think 5, 6, and 7 are really good.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of The Rock,
Mm.
sorry, like specifically, I think he was
Yeah.
perfect in those movies. Can't really remember what he does in Fast 8, but he was there, I think. Fast 8 was a. Well, we'll get to Fast 8, but I don't remember
Briefly.
much that movie. And then Hobbs and Shaw is kind of.
In Hobbs
we'll
and
talk
Shaw,
about Hobbs
it's
and
not
Shaw, but,
Hobbs,
like-
it's just The Rock, right?
It is, yeah. That's what I mean by the Fast 5 to 7, at least, of The Rock.
They even go Samoa.
He is Hobbs. Like, he is he is the character.
This is The Rock. Hobbs is The Rock.
Hobbs kind of more becomes just Dwayne Johnson later
Yes.
on, but like in Fast 5, he does feel like a character,
Yeah.
and I think he's played really well. It's got impressive spectacle, lots of nice set pieces. Immediately you get that train sequence, and obviously later on you get like the big famous safe sequence,
Mhm.
which they kind of try and recreate in Fast 10.
Mm.
But I thought, I think this one, my view of the Fast and Furious, like the first 4, I think I talked about last time, is they're all kind of bad, but like, kind of like they do kind of get into that so bad it's good sort of category for me. But I think Fast 5 is genuinely a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a good action movie, very well
I like
made,
5.
a lot of practical stuff. Knew what they were doing, and the cast members are likable. And yeah, this is the one that brings everyone together from the
Yeah.
previous movies.
Yeah.
True.
And this is before they ruined fucking Roman.
Yeah, before Roman became
You
just,
notice how fucking
the
annoying
butt of the
Roman
joke.
gets?
Mm.
he becomes
Because he just starts
the
like
funny
he
one.
just kind of starts becoming the funny one, but he just kind of just says like inappropriate things to women.
He just be
Yeah.
like,
But
dang.
like Fast 5, he was still good, and they
He still
kind of
some character in it.
because he's pretty capable in like Too Fast, Too Furious,
That's what
and I
I'm
think
assuming,
Fast,
yeah.
but then he kind of stops becoming capable.
He
gets
kinda
called a bit of a
becomes dumb for some
clown.
reason.
Kind of like, oh, I can't drive off this plane. I'm gonna parachute, and then I'm gonna end up somewhere else, but I'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of becomes a little bit of a goofball. But yeah, I like this one. Do you guys same thoughts?
Yep.
And what about the sequel, Fast 6? Because in my opinion, and this is going to be a little bit of a hot take, I believe, but this one may be my favorite film in the franchise.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Where did they go for 6?
It's the one where they bring Letty back, but she's evil.
Oh, evil.
A plot
Letty.
that is
Oh, yeah.
totally not stolen in Fast 8, but reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you? Because I thought this took all the
I
stuff I liked from Fast
uh,
5, but made it about family. A little bit more personal.
That's when Shaw came around.
No, Shaw is Fast 7. Oh, like Shaw as in like Luke Evans' character, or like
the
Jason
other
Statham.
Shaw. I guess Luke Shaw, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
It's not.
And he has his funny little race car.
Yeah, the funny
Yeah.
wedge car.
I like that. I think it like develops all of the relationships of the family better. I really like what they did with Han and Giselle. That's one of my highlights of the entire franchise. And so like this is kind of why this is my favorite one. And I think they do great stuff with all of that. So much action. You got the tank busting out of the truck thing, which is a practical thing that they did. Which is kind of fucking insane to think about.
The car to catch lady.
That obviously wasn't practical, that part, but yeah, they did do that. This is the one that invented the torpedo effect, where our characters can torpedo, including this is the one where Vin Diesel torpedoes himself into that other guy on the plane, and like headbutts him. Very fun. Dolphin Vin Diesel, is, I think one of us said.
Dolphin.
He's kind of a dolphin. Goes wee. His bald head, you know.
Fuck me, that was a terrible thought.
Dolphins do be bold.
Dolphins do be bold.
I should just laugh normally and do a dolphin impression instead.
Was Fast 6 the one which they... I think Fast 6 was the one where they said the big-ass forehead. Or was that Fast 5?
Fast 6.
Who said big-ass forehead?
It's not 7.
So,
it's Fast 5 or 6. I remember this because we had that discussion.
6.
Because it's at the end of 6.
It can't be
5. Possible.
Huh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because like, he would have joined the family. Oh, yeah, because he's... Yeah, he joins the family Fast 5, right? Fast 6.
And
because he goes rogue.
Yeah.
For like a few seconds. It didn't really matter. He's like, if I do this, it means that there are no second chances or whatever. But they immediately get a second chance after the movie ends, but that's fine. Yeah, so... Yeah, they do the big-ass forehead. I don't know why that was the thing. But yeah, I really like this one.
It's the most clipped one in that entire thing, I think.
Yeah. And I think this is a good one. I enjoyed this film.
Yeah, and it was the one that I had watched previously.
Yeah?
The only Fast one I had watched previously, other than Hobbs and Shaw, which I remember nothing of.
Honestly, that's a good one to watch.
Yeah.
Then we get to Fast 7. And so this is the interesting one where I think it's good for the most part. I think this still is one of the... I think Fast 5, 6, and 7 are good movies. And then everything else, questionable.
What happened in 7 again?
It's the Paul Walker one, right? So it's like the one where they have to go get God's eye.
Yeah, it's the fucking British lady, isn't it? That when she came back?
Oh, Ramsey, yeah. It's a new director for this one. This is James Wan, you know, RMIT alumni, James Wan.
Shout out.
Yeah, this one, like, it's good, and it's honestly like a miracle that they managed to get it done, because obviously halfway through the film, Paul Walker passed away, and they do a pretty good job with the like CGI Paul Walker. Essentially, that's what we call him, right? It's somewhat noticeable, but did you notice what they do with like they Frankenbite his audio a little bit?
Yeah,
they kind of just stitch together different things. And it sounds a little bit funny, but they also do like they take stuff. His lines are kind of from previous movies plus deleted scenes. That's kind of how they did it. And then they used the his siblings to do the stand
body
in.
double.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's kind of like the story really works as a tribute to Paul Walker. I think that I don't really like the whole God's Eye plot in general. I'm not a huge fan of the actual spy stuff in Fast and Furious. Like that stuff is the stuff that didn't work for me. But like the actual like Paul Walker send off, I think like really worked, and I found it like honestly, the ending kind of still gets me every time. It's pretty emotional. I'm like, yeah.
That was the Paul Walker one 7. Was that 8?
7. Have this entire time you've been confused as to which movie this is?
I was like thinking that 7's the Paul Walker one. 8 the shit lady villain.
Yeah.
And 9 is also the shit lady.
9 is John Cena.
Oh yeah.
Which we'll get to. But yeah. Fast 7. Do you guys like Fast 7?
That was alright.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the good ones. I also I liked Jason Statham in it as well.
Yeah.
And I thought they did some pretty impressive action. This was, I think, the start of us going, oh yeah, there's definitely a contract where every fight ends in either a stalemate or like, you know, that first fight where Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham are fighting in the office?
Yeah.
Like the one that, And Jason Statham, you could say he won because The Rock ended up getting injured, but you have
But
to
the
remember The
woman-
Rock jumped out the window to save a woman. So therefore, it actually equals out in the contract of things.
Wow.
So yeah, if you didn't know, well, we'll get more to it in Hobbs and Shaw because I think that's when it actually got revealed. But I have an interesting story for you that I think you guys already know, but like, well, maybe the audience doesn't. But we'll get to that. So Fast 8. This is the one where I was like, not good. I don't know.
It's kind of boring.
I thought it was really boring until like the final fight on the submarine thing. I thought was really fun, but
Yeah.
kind of because I just didn't like the villain.
Same thing here.
So it was like, yeah.
They tried to like make Dom do shit.
They're always trying to make Dom do shit. Oh yeah, this is the plot is
Evil
just Fast
Dom.
6 but worse because it's
Evil
like
Dom.
evil
Yeah.
Dom, but it's like the writers don't understand Dom's character.
Yeah, I wasn't paying much attention to it because I was just confused by the choice of having him go bad.
It's the sitcom miscommunication thing where he
Yeah.
doesn't express what's going on to them. Yeah, and characters are constantly just
What's wrong with
switching
you,
motive.
Dominic?
Like I don't know, the characters don't really react to Vin Diesel being evil. They kind of just go, "Now we gotta go kill him." Oh, now he's a good guy, but nobody like emotionally deals with any of those things.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like, yeah. And I feel like Vin Diesel's going evil is out of character for him, even with the
Yeah.
context of like they got the family hostage and stuff.
Even with that, like no
was-
one really questioned it. They were just like, I guess Dom's gone.
Unless the only thing is if Dom knows that everyone's invincible, so therefore like he can
Yeah.
run the Rock off the road and get him into a car accident because he knows the Rock will survive it because the Rock is invincible.
Because he's family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe that's-
to me this one is a bad one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't like.
Yeah.
it.
Then we get to Fast 9. Or do we get to we get to Hobbs and Shaw. So this is the one where an article came out when they were like, oh yeah, so there's a contract where basically, every actor has to have the exact same amount of action stuff. If they fight each other, they have to enter a stalemate. They like tally the amount of like punches and kicks and assign like numerical values to how much they're worth to equal them
It's a
out.
marking system.
So which is why Hobbs and Shaw to be terrible movie. The entire movie is just symmetry.
It is.
It's just every scene is just. So we had an idea because we were thinking like it's a pretty long movie. The movie could theoretically be half as long if they didn't do every scene twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
So I actually did do what we talked about. I
Yeah.
made a Shaw cut of the Hobbs and Shaw movie called Shaw and Shaw that I actually kind of finished, but I haven't really put
I
anywhere.
haven't started Hobbs yet.
Yeah, don't do it, man.
that.
It fucking took me like
Yeah,
5 hours.
you know,
Because I don't know. I had nothing to do.
yeah.
So I did that. And it amounted to like an hour and a bit. So that's half of the movie.
That's
isn't
half
it?
of the fucking movie.
So I cut out every shot with not Vin Diesel with
Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson in it,
Yeah,
and made the story to look like Shaw is talking to a imaginary version of Shaw, because the symmetry thing. So every time Hobbs and Shaw are like shit talking each other, it's just Shaw talking shit to himself.
yeah.
It reflected in each side.
Which is honestly kind of the vibe of the movie
Yeah.
because the shit talking scenes are literally just them just saying the same things to each other,
Yes.
and it's so fucking tiring. Their insults are really annoying, and it's like those scenes are like we're gonna stand here for 5 minutes and insult each other.
Yes.
Cut the 5 minutes, make the movie shorter. Adds
You're
nothing.
a silly pants. No, you're a silly pants.
That's about the level of the
Yeah.
insults they'll go
Something
to.
I noticed with the Dwayne Johnson's insults. It's always about shoving things up his ass.
Yeah,
Like,
it legitimately
yeah.
is. It actually fucking is.
I thought you were gonna say Dwayne Johnson's like it's all about power. It's all about
No.
drive. We just stay hungry.
Yeah.
It worked. Yeah.
Oh, fun fact! Because Dwayne Johnson went to do this movie, Tyrese, like Roman's actor,
Yes.
was like, "Oh, fucking fuck the Rock. He betrayed his family." Blah blah blah.
Family.
And then the Rock put out this video, which you can find on YouTube, and it's him going, "Oh, I listened to Tyrese's mixtape, and this is the most dog awful piece of shit music I've ever
Yeah.
heard." That's not the sort of thing you hear the Rock say often.
Yeah.
So check that
I'm
out if you guys
happy.
want to.
Suddenly thinking about Tyrese talking about the fucking Rock, and then that in my mind went to you laughing about the Rock fucking himself.
What?
Did we
The
talk
Rock
about that?
fucking a clone
Well,
of him as Black
oh,
Adam.
yes.
Remember when I made him laugh about that?
I don't even remember.
That was
Good.
last
I don't remember
episode
Black
or
Adam,
something,
honestly.
yes.
But no, yeah.
We made a joke that The Rock only likes Black Adam because he looks like The Rock.
Well,
And that he wants a clone of himself as Black Adam so that he can fuck himself.
well, I bet he likes getting things shoved his ass.
Yeah. The banter is not very good. The
Pickaxe.
action's pretty good. Bear in mind, barely any of it was like cool car action.
Yes, so that's
The
missing
Rock
Fast and
jumps
Furious
out of a
aspect.
fucking skyscraper, lands on another bad guy, then jumps to the next person. No harness or anything. He's just leaping out of a
Crashes
skyscraper.
a car.
Like
Well,
in
he's
the
done
movie
that multiple
Skyscraper.
times before, so like I guess it's proven. Like I guess The Rock can do that.
Yeah, The Rock is invincible. And they all are invincible, which
But
we'll get to. But
The
yeah.
one time in the previous movie he did that, he had to go to the hospital for half of the movie.
For the actual entire movie, they come
Yeah.
at the end.
So
But
what-
this is
so what's
different.
the
He's a
difference?
superhero now.
Now he's invincible.
Actually,
so-
yeah, and also the contract and all that jazz. They're like,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, invincible.
Crazy.
Yeah, not a great movie. I see how people could. I see if you're like 5 years old, maybe you'll find some of the banter funny, but like, I don't know.
Explain to me like I'm 5.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just such a commercial fucking movie. It's just such a no passion went into this. Maybe from the director though, because the movie did look pretty good, I think. But
Especially in the show scenes or like the early show action sequences where he's like downloading files. It was very colorful.
I think actually the best action sequences are probably the sister.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
but yeah.
yes.
Actually, fun fact.
Incest scene?
I'm pretty
Incest
sure
action scene?
there was one action sequence, and maybe it was actually the Shaw one, which the sister was originally meant to do, but I think Jason Statham liked it so much he was like, "I'm doing it."
Damn.
Or something.
bruh.
I think this is a
Stole
real
the
story.
scene.
Alleged, but
Yeah.
yeah. Funny thing. Anyway, I don't really like this movie. Do you like this movie?
Bruv, since watched it through editing like I don't know 3 more times.
I just don't
Does it get
remember
worse
watching
every
it.
time? Or does it get? I
Kinda-
feel like it
kinda
gets
does.
better.
Well, I
It gets
guess
shorter.
I laugh at my own funny jokes I made. I'm like, haha, that's kind of funny. But then I realized, damn, I spent too much time on this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's also like 10 mid-credit scenes, which is really weird.
yeah, I cut that out.
It just went on forever.
Man,
Um,
if you don't cut this shit.
Ryan Reynolds is really jarring in this movie.
I cut
The
Ryan
fuck?
Reynolds
Yeah.
out because like
Maybe I haven't watched this film actually.
There's a lot of cameos. There's
Maybe
like
I haven't watched
Ryan
it.
There's,
Reynolds, the
that,
other guy from Deadpool 2.
what's the
They
that
had
guy
what's his name? Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
So since I cut out The Rock, Shaw and the sister just kind of goes to Samoa for no reason, and they meet the family.
Did the screenwriters
Yeah.
for this one just decide to make a fucking stupid spin-off?
I think Chris
Like-
Morgan actually did write this one, so
Uh.
I don't know. I think this is
So
the
let's
last
throw in
Chris
a bunch of
Morgan one.
cameos because you know the fucking audience will drink that up.
Yeah, they're not even like great. Like I don't know. It's such a weird
Kevin
movie.
Hart isn't great. Ryan
It's
Reynolds
also
isn't
like
great.
because it's from the director of Deadpool 2. By the way, that's
Yeah.
why I
Mm.
think they got Ryan Reynolds and
Yeah,
that one other dude.
the guy, the normal guy.
Yeah,
How
not
did-
not.
How do directors contact their favorite actors? Do they just have each other's?
Yeah,
Well, shouldn't they
Instagram?
do since they work with
because
each
they work
other a
together. They
lot?
probably have to
Yeah.
get each other's phone numbers.
Yeah.
Because like if they're late for work, they can be like, "Fucking get to work."
Also, I
time."
assume they're probably friends. Like they're not
And,
just like
that
yeah.
maybe yeah.
Chums.
Be a chums. I know you did good on my movie, so maybe you do good on this movie.
Not every director's like Tommy Wiseau. Nobody. I'm friends with them.
I mean, Greg's still friends with him.
Yeah, that's it. Because he was friends with him before the.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's Hobbs and Shaw. Last one before we get to the big review. That's Fast 9.
And let's bring in another hunkalunk.
See, I wasn't paying attention for half of the first
That
time.
it was awful. It was.
Yeah.
Like, did you like it? Because I fucking
Yeah.
hated this movie.
Yeah, I didn't. I enjoyed watching the first few, and then I started skimming through them.
I liked John Cena. He was good in it, and I liked how he wasn't just like he didn't really do any comedy. And I was like, cool. He could
yeah.
actually do other roles.
Yeah.
We'll
But I
talk more
didn't
in
get the
Fast X.
fucking dead dad bit. I'm like, fucking dad's dead.
Well, yeah, it was really that whole thing was really dumb. It was like John Cena kind of helped the dad kill himself was the thing.
Yes, but was it
But
deliberate?
all the dad needed to do was just slow down in the race.
Yeah,
So the idea was like, oh, he has to throw the race, right? Which just means he has to just like
Yeah,
slow
yeah.
down and not win.
not win.
Instead, he's just like, I'm gonna kill myself and have my son help me do it.
I thought he tried to win, but accidentally killed himself.
Nah, it was on purpose. And they wanted to hide that from Vin Diesel, which is why Vin Diesel was like, "You killed my dad," and he says nothing about it until
Could
the
have
end of
said,
the
"It's
movie.
accidente."
Yeah, so it was like that whole plot was really fucking dumb. Does Vin Diesel look like John Cena? Not really.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of made it
They
that in the
spray tan him to be.
flashbacks that they
Yeah.
don't really look alike either. So I mean, I guess
Maybe
that
they're
works.
brothers from other mothers, but same fathers.
Yeah, you know,
That's just
'cause
family.
Yeah.
Daddy Toretto's a player. You know,
No, he was.
the dad.
Yeah.
The brothers from another mother.
Okay. This movie, very over the top, to the point where it completely lost me on honesty. Rover just gets dumber each movie. And this one, they give him a random action sequence where he gets like surrounded by a bunch of people and he kills them all
Oh yeah.
in the jungle. That was weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense on its own now, does it?
Yeah. This movie, the villain's not good. The villain keeps, for some reason, making Star Wars references. Do you remember that? Everything he says is just like, hey, actually, I'm more of a Master Yoda. Blah,
Wait,
blah.
isn't John Cena the
I'm a
villain?
Jedi. Not...
Who's the
No,
main
there's a
villain?
villain behind the villain, right? Because John Cena's really a good guy. He becomes family at the end, right?
Yes. Who's the
Do
villain?
you know the other reason he becomes a good guy at the end is because he gets betrayed by the bad guys. He just kind of goes, oh, enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing. And then just teams up with the good
Yeah.
guys. Not earned at all. They bring back the villain from the previous movie to help out
The
with
lady.
stuff.
What's the lady?
She's like a secondary villain, Cypher.
Yeah, she sucks.
Kind of terrible. But like, there's too many villains in this one, honestly. 3 villains is like too many.
Where's it? John Cena, Cypher, and
And the bad
Otto.
guy.
who's the bad? I
Otto.
don't remember the bad
Otto.
guy at all.
Yeah.
He's like the rich guy,
Spoiled
yeah.
rich kid.
What did he do?
He
Was
died.
that really enough? Probably, yeah. That's why he didn't show up in the new movie.
Maybe he'll
Died.
show up in the new one. I don't know. Yeah, this movie just
Fucking
it was awful. It was
dang.
just a bunch of bad action sequences that are over the top. They go to space,
I remember that.
and the entire time,
Oh yeah, fucking hell.
it's like that's. By the way, that's like based on like a meme, because it's like a meme within the Fast and Furious
Oh,
community
like
of like,
cargo
haha, what if they go to space?
Mm.
Where else can they go but space? And they did it because it's a meme, but it becomes like an important part of the plot, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like the entire time Ludacris is going, oh, the math, it all adds up, but don't look at the math. But none of it was mathematically accurate, but he just kept saying the math. It's like, bro, if you are going to do something stupid, don't even bother trying to justify it, bro. Like, you're just going to sound dumber.
But Ludacris smart.
Script?
Oh, yeah, that's the
plus-
other thing. They completely changed Ludacris so he's just like a tech whiz.
Yeah.
Now he-
Whereas,
yeah.
man,
Well,
in
yeah.
Too Fast, Too Furious, okay? By the way, this is the other thing. I'm very disappointed with Fast 5 that didn't bring back Ludacris's giant hair. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you gotta look that up.
The
He had
afro?
massive afro. It was
Oh.
huge.
But he had like 2000s Ludacris head.
Yeah, it was dope. And then they got rid of it. Now he's got
Dreads.
ludicrous hair.
Yeah.
But script plus the word science equals makes sense.
Yeah. Also, if you didn't know, by this point, I think the writer of the previous ones is gone. I think he left after Fast 8 or before Fast 8. I don't know. But the Chris Morgan's gone from the franchise.
Baba Chris.
The magnets just broke my fucking brain.
Magnet.
Yeah.
Did they use magnets?
What was
The
the
moon?
magnet part? Oh, the way they fixed how they resolved everything at the end,
the
right?
cars with the magnets on them. And they turn up the dials on the magnet.
I'm gonna be honest, I completely don't remember, but I do remember.
Yeah.
I do vaguely remember that, but I don't
It
remember.
just pissed me off because wouldn't you be like sucking up everything with a fucking magnet that powerful? You'd literally be you'd literally be bending radio waves at that point.
Do you like how they bring back the cast of Tokyo Drift? Sorry, I kicked you
No.
the fuck a little bit.
Yeah, I like the southern guy being like, "Yeah, I'm old."
Yeah. Finally, his actual age.
Mm.
Like 30-year-old playing like a 15-year-old in Tokyo Drift. But yeah.
No, it's 50.
And Lil Bow Wow came back, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Nice to see them. That was like the most fun I had with the movie. But this movie
Yeah,
was
but
honestly just so fucking stupid that I completely lost me.
yeah, did Han come back in this movie?
Oh, that's the other fucking thing. They ruined. They brought Han back, and do you know how they brought him back? No reason. They don't give a single fucking reason. They go. You know how we've seen Han die? I think at this point we saw in Tokyo Drift, Fast 6, Fast 7, and I was seeing it for the fourth time, and they retcon it by going, "Oh yeah, Mr." So he was working with Mr. Nobody the whole time, and how did they fake his death? Mr. Nobody knows how to make things look real. That's what they said.
Yeah.
And he was not in the car the entire time, even though we see close-ups of him in the car in every single one of these previous things. Just fucking... They could have done the Winter Soldier thing. Laser through the ground. He just went... Or a manhole cover. He went through a manhole.
Yes.
So many fucking easy ways. Instead of just being like, oh, he was in the car. What a fucking cop-out. Like, generally that ruined... Also, they brought him back with fucking ridiculous hair. He doesn't have the good hair, which they fix in Fast X. Good.
Was it ridiculous?
But like, yeah, he doesn't. It's short hair. That's ridiculous. Yeah. He doesn't look good in that hair. Sorry, this is subjective, but bad. What are you doing? Also, Han does like nothing in this movie.
He eats.
I liked the subplot of them going to Japan and figuring out, oh, what's going on? This is all mysterious. Don't get why they needed to reveal in the trailer because it's a mystery as to. But it was in the trailer, so we all knew who was back. But yeah. That was the part that completely made me go, fuck this movie. They don't even respect their own, like, law. Fuck that shit. Overall, love this movie. It's a good one. It's not the good one.
And it gets better in the next one.
All right, shall we do it? We do a big review?
Through the lens, boys.
Looking through the lens. Wait, can we take a brief moment of pause and give a time check?
As in time?
No, like recording time.
57 minutes.
Faster than I thought. I thought this went on for longer.
The news part's going to go for a while, so like...
Yeah.
News is last.
It's probably felt longer because we watched the... Yeah.
And we also have just been talking about everything under the sun.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk a bit about Fast X.
Let's talk about sex.
Fast X.
Fast sex.
That's, yeah.
Fat sex.
Mm.
All right. All right, we'll let him laugh at his own joke for a brief moment. Okay. All right.
Whatever floats your boat.
This movie is directed by that fucking... I can't remember his name. The French dude who did The Incredible Hulk, I think.
Denis Villeneuve.
Not that dude, but yeah. Also, a bit of background before we start the review. This movie faced like so many production problems. Justin Lin, the director of the previous ones, left because of creative differences. He did Tokyo Drift to Fast 9, I believe. Those were all his. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure if he did Fast 8.
No, was it
he did not do Fast 8. He did Tokyo Drift to Fast 6. He did Tokyo Drift to Fast 6. And then did Fast 9.
Which one was the James one?
That was 7.
Yeah.
So many of these fucking movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so new director. He rewrote the script a lot because, yeah.
He also writing.
Yeah. So, because they had to keep doing, director left. A lot of trouble. Anyway, the movie stars, like everyone you know, of the previous cast members, plus the addition of Jason Momoa. What is the plot of this movie? It's kind of like the family. Jason Momoa wants revenge against the family. What's gonna happen? Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Pretty.
We've been stepping on spoiler territory for the past few films, so I feel like it might be just a teensy bit more challenging to step out of that zone for the non-section.
I think there's, yeah. We'll see.
Watch our toes.
Keep
your eyes peeled.
Yeah, this is not spoiler, so like, yeah. Yes, let's talk a bit. First impressions, starting with Miss Dio over here.
Ooh, this one was I'd say a refreshing one from compared to the last few Fast movies that we've watched.
Yeah.
I really like Jason Momoa in this one, and we're going back to the
You
roots.
liked his Joker impression?
Yeah, the Joker impression. Going back to the roots of what makes fast, I guess. More and more car.
Is it going back to the?
Just like car shit.
Is it?
More vroom vrooms. They had more vroom vrooms.
I thought
They
that
had a
was the same
race.
amount of. That was a bullshit race. Don't.
But they had a
That was
race.
fan service, man. That was just fan
It
service.
probably is. That's why I like it. I'm like, oh, race.
But it wasn't like. Oh, okay. Sorry, because I've seen
It's the
like I've
previous
seen
one,
the originals multiple times. And like this is
Yes. It's
appalling
not
compared
real
to.
race.
It's not a race. It's not a race.
Fake
Wait,
race.
ooh, probably,
wanna
yeah,
race?
sorry, I'm jumping. I got you. You
Yeah.
talk.
But you know what? Bit of a long-winded one.
Yeah, it's
Actually.
the longest one in the franchise. I
Yeah.
believe, at like 2.5 hours almost.
Yeah, so it kind of
You
ended
okay?
on.
You look so sad when I said that.
I don't know.
Can't take that back. We did
I'm-
sit there for 2.5
I am
hours.
fucking
about-
high as hell.
So, I kind of enjoyed most of it. Probably not the ending so much, but it's a trilogy. And
No, I don't. That's
That's
let's
not
let's
spoilers,
let's kind of avoid talking about the ending of the movie because that's the ending.
can I say the ending
Really?
is not pleasant, or just it?
You can say the ending shit.
Kind of bad ending.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, bad ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you like it? Wait, did
Yeah,
you
no,
say? Did you
yeah.
like the movie?
I liked most of it. Yeah.
Unbound adventure.
Right. Now, let me jump on the opposite end of the spectrum by saying this
you
is
hate it.
this is fucking awful. I think it's better than the previous one,
Yeah.
I want to
and
preface
that is
this.
probably all I can give it in terms of.
I want to preface
Yeah.
this that I'm leaving this openly vague for myself when I say it's a fun, quote unquote, family adventure.
This is the okay. There's a lot.
Family
There's
adventure.
I reckon for the spoilers, I will pull up the plot and we can go through it bit
Yeah,
by
right.
bit because this movie has so much in it. Okay, the cast is ridiculous. There are so many people. The film doesn't know what to do with any of them. Kind of.
Yeah.
They all kind of go on these different side things. Some of them go absolutely no. Okay, it's So there's a lot of cast members who just don't do anything. Some people will pop up because they're in the other movies, but then they'll just disappear. There's a lot of that happens in this movie. Everyone goes to different parts of the world and it makes sense. But the way, so the villain doesn't make sense, by the way. The villain's motivations are bullshit. And we'll have to talk about that in spoilers because he goes, this is my motivation, but it's not my motivation. And it's like, okay, what the fuck's your motivation?
'Cause
It's,
he's a
it's stupid.
Joker.
Clinically insane.
I like the action in this movie. That is one. I think it's got some good action. It's really hard to talk about spoilers. This movie has no stakes. Oh, that's the other thing. When we talk about Fast 9, we should have
We
talked about how they
did.
literally talk about how they're invincible in that movie. This movie continues that with everyone being invincible as well.
I was gonna make a joke that this film has no stakes because they didn't have a barbecue at the end. No,
At
they
the
had
end
a
of Star.
barbecue.
They did.
I don't know.
Spoilers.
That's not really.
No, that's in the
Barbecue
trailer.
in this movie.
Barbecue's in the trailer.
Don't know if it's at the end.
It's at the start.
That's why it's a
The ending,
show.
the ending of this movie is dog shit. We'll get more into that in spoilers. It's just the best way I can describe why this movie is bad is they have so many cast members that they have no idea what their story should be. They will rewrite characters to not be like they were in the previous movie just for the sake of comedy. The main plot line kind of like Vin Diesel kind of goes off and does his own thing, which is the main plot line. Vin Diesel's
Yeah.
so fucking boring without everyone else. Like that stuff was so boring. Because then you go like, oh, the fun. There's kind of like the movie kind of splits into you got the main storyline with boring Vin Diesel, and then you got the fun gang that go off to another
Yeah.
country to do some fun stuff. their plotline is pointless. It's absolutely it's a terrible plotline.
It's romance.
But it's like I would rather watch it than to watch the regular plotline. Aside from one thing, and that is Jason Momoa. I thought he was glorious.
yeah.
Probably the best fast villain we've had since.
Who's the
There's
first
not
fast
any
villain?
good
Since
fast
Vin
villains
Diesel.
in this franchise, aren't there?
Since
I
Vin
guess it's
Diesel.
like, yeah, sure. You can say sure, maybe.
Sure, it's kind of
Like the first short, like Luke Evans in like Fast 6.
yeah. Vin Diesel was a villain in the first one, was he?
He
Then
was a
came-
villain in. I guess you could say as a villain in the first one. I don't know.
Then he became friend.
Then he became a villain again in Fast 8. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, this. Just so much shit in this movie, and it's just a lot of it's not good, but it's a lot of that we need to break it down for me to convey it to you guys. But whereas you guys enjoy this movie, I'm like less. Maybe also I got a fever after this, so that's something.
Oh yeah, you got post-traumatic stress.
Oh yeah, literally that night I was thinking about this movie, and I'm like, do I like it or do I not? And I started thinking about the plot, and I was literally just like, is this a fever dream? Me thinking about the plot, or is this real?
Well, you're literally having a fever.
Yeah.
While thinking about it. So.
So it was like, damn.
Hey.
But yeah, this is. Yeah, I didn't like it, but we'll get to that. You want to talk about? Let's talk about acting.
Actors. Vinny Diesel.
Not good.
He's just being Vin Diesel. And it's like, slurring his words. Like, family.
Is Vin Diesel a good actor? I don't know.
What else
I don't
has he
know.
acted
In
as?
these movies, I'm trying to think about like, does he do emotion very well?
He's kind of get
He goes,
mess with my family.
because I feel like
Yeah.
there wasn't really any good performances in this one except for Jason Momoa. Everyone's
Yeah.
kind of like,
no, I have to agree with
everyone's kind of, eh?
Who else is there?
no.
What's her name from Captain Marvel? Brie Larson's in the movie,
Oh yeah.
which also is a character that, even though we have so many characters, they introduce new characters, right? Brie Larson's in it, has nothing to do for the entire movie, and I'll explain even more why they try and justify that she has to do something in this movie and she doesn't do it, but we'll get to that in spoilers, and it's the dumbest thing. She kind of doesn't really do anything, but like, and her acting was fine. Like that's kind of everyone's acting was fine. So like, not the kid wasn't very good, but like,
No, yeah, the kid.
I'm gonna be honest. Do we say like, oh, with kid actors that them not being good is fine or is it bad? Because like kid actors have usually, I feel like in today's society, we have a higher standard for kid acting, right? Because we've actually gotten.
I
But
feel
like-
like it depends on whether they take the main role or not,
Because the kid takes a pretty, I'd say, a very big role in this movie.
but not in terms of screen time.
In terms of screen time, no, but he does have the emotional moment.
Yeah.
Which is like, you need to rely a
that's
lot
true.
on that. So it's like, yeah. Also, the kid doesn't look like Vin Diesel or Vin Diesel.
Brazilian
He
woman.
doesn't look like either of his parents. I'm not going to get into that. I just thought that
It
was a
was
little bit of a strange casting choice.
Pregnancy.
Doesn't look anything like his parents, right?
I think Brazilian
Mm.
woman lied
Yeah,
to get back with Vin Diesel.
yeah. Yeah, so the acting to me was just like,
Okay.
but Jason Momoa, very good. This is like a
He's
very
very
different
good.
role for Jason Momoa, having a bit of fun with it. He basically plays a Joker, but like,
Jason.
yeah, but it's Jason Momoa. There's actually one sequence in the movie that's like pretty horrific in terms of like, I feel like you guys would
Yeah.
like that particular sequence of Jason Momoa, pretty disturbing, I think. So like, maybe don't bring your kids to this one.
But he's funny.
Yeah.
And dumb as a kid, so.
Oh, but that's actually there's some spoilers. The kid also does things that are morally questionable in this movie,
Yeah.
but we'll get to that.
And he laughs about it.
Yeah.
Hey, funny.
But that's the end of that one.
Yeah. Writing. Not much to say without spoiling, right? But like, dialogue in this movie is terrible. That was one thing. And it's not like any like line stood out to me. It was like every line that every character would say would be bad. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what a good script sounds like anymore. I watched that one fake K drama, that I watched Fast and Furious. That's all I watched this week, and I was
It's
like,
just
damn.
it's like weird.
And I've been
vague-
watching Modern Family. Modern Family also has bad dialogue, so like,
Damn.
Man
Have it-
lives
have
in
it-
the present.
what's a good script? What's a good script?
They just like vague stuff. They just say vague shit, but happen.
I don't know. It's I remembering particularly bad stuff was like someone going, "I'm about to die. You want to listen to my last words?" If you remember that, it was very early in the
wasn't
movie,
it
so you
like-
might forget. But like,
Who said that?
yeah, well, this is
Yeah.
spoiler stuff. So you don't even. I don't think you even remember what the movie we watched was.
Yeah, but I remember that happening.
Yeah,
But-
there's moments like that. The villain's dialogue was also pretty bad. Like the performance is good, but the dialogue wasn't very good. A lot of like
I'm
silly villain stuff. You'd say, like, have you ever heard of ballet? What the fuck is that sort of a line, bro?
It's supposed to be like Batman.
Swan-
Yeah,
my
it's
father.
a Batman. It is trying to do that.
My
but,
father, Batman.
Yeah.
Batman.
Have you heard of ballet, Batman?
Do you be like
Yeah.
that?
Um,
It's funny.
Cinematography, I think it's good. Like
Yeah.
it's shot pretty well.
No.
I think it is one of the better shot Fast and Furious ones. I think the director does a good job, and I think the action like looks good within camera and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was good that they did a decent amount of practical stuff,
Yeah.
though there's still a lot of CGI in this one.
Like a bow.
I don't think the bow. There's no way the bow was completely practical. There was definitely some CGI in there,
Yeah.
but yeah. Editing, visuals, kind of very touching. I think it's a pretty
Bow.
good
You
looking
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, done good.
Yeah.
Did a good thing.
I don't.
Oh, they,
Was it cut awkwardly at all? I can't remember. Other than the
think so.
entire movie being like cutting back between stupid storylines, but like,
Well, I thought like, is there some compositing with like the flashback to the old movies, or just with Jason Momoa and stuff? Or just new shots.
yes, there
Yeah.
would be compositing, but there's also, I think they mostly just kind of did new shots.
So it flowed all right with that.
I didn't like any of that stuff. The flashback.
Mm.
They
If I-
literally, I don't get it. It's like they spent like the first like 5 to 10 minutes just doing the flashback from the
Yeah,
first
they did a
movie
recap.
with occasionally bits of Jason Momoa going, I was here all along. It's like, am I just watching Fast 5? Like,
Yes.
what's going
See,
on
in
here?
case you didn't watch Fast 5, here's Fast 5.
Why would you be watching Fast 10? And it's like, no, that's just
Mhm.
runtime. I don't like when like
Padding.
it's just nostalgia and all of that shit. So it's like, yeah.
If I had
There's
to-
quite a bit of that in this movie.
If I had to think about awkward cuts, I could probably think of a few. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly why, but when I think of previous films with awkward cuts, they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
Especially the flashback, I think.
I don't remember that much, but I'll take your word for it. So
I'm
yeah.
just drawing from all of the films that I've ever seen.
Dang.
Are they
awkward cuts.
is it true that the only movies you've ever seen are the Fast and Furious? I
Say
heard
again?
rumors that like you haven't seen any other movies other than the Fast movie.
Yeah.
Because that's me as well. I'm going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
completely honest. I've never seen a movie before other
Yeah.
than the Fast movies. Yeah.
There's a video
People may
game.
claim
count?
these things, but it's all fake news, guys.
Yeah.
This is the first episode of the Knowledge Trinity. How are we doing?
Talking about Fast X. So so far I have not
Yes.
heard you say a single thing championing this movie
What?
in terms of the categories that we've said. Yeah, what are the actual positives you have in that?
Oh,
movie?
positive. Jason Momoa. Said
Okay,
that.
so there's the acting in it.
There we go.
Well, Jason, yeah.
Roll
Yeah.
credits.
Sound and
I
audio.
said race, but fake race.
Well, we'll get to that spoilers, but yeah.
Race, but fake race.
But
So
fake
fake
race.
news.
Is that like the what's the Avatar race?
They kind of do that.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
Brazil again.
Yeah,
Is that fast?
they do that
Yeah.
again. What's stronger, your Brazil or my Brazil? Family, loyalty.
Oh, how many times did they say fucking family?
Emily.
It's like whenever they say family, that's also bad dialogue because it's like
I know.
I know
said
you're in a
family,
fucking family. That's the entire fucking point of these movies. Stop saying it.
But the whole plot
Over
is
and over
Jason
again.
Momoa be like, "I hate your family."
Fuck your family.
I remember one distinctively bad
Yeah.
line of dialogue because it was in the trailer. Game recognizes game.
Oh,
That was one. That was
is that
one.
a Letty line?
That was a Letty line. Yeah. Letty, he does nothing in this entire movie, but we'll get to that in spoilers. But yeah, we completely wasted a character. Yeah, sound and audio and music and shit.
It was clean, fine, I guess.
What do you think about
with all of the ball rolling and explosions
Bow.
happening? I could at least hear what was happening.
You could hear the. We watched
I
it
hear-
in the big Dolby theater they have.
Dolby.
I think it was the Dolby one. Yeah.
I don't remember seeing the.
Because we
Dolby.
missed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are the songs in this movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The soundtrack. We got Jimin's, the one with Jimin in it. You know,
Jimin.
it's not a. I don't really like that song, but Jimin is in it. I'm like, cool.
That's an
they had that-
Italian song
Did they?
when
Oh,
they
yeah.
went to Italy, bro.
They had that J Balvin song. I remember when they went to Rio de Janeiro. Because
Yeah.
I've listened to the soundtrack. I'm sorry, I have. It's not very good. They have the trailer song, the Let's Ride song.
Yeah, that one.
That song's terrible.
Mm.
The OG song's good.
What
the,
OG
the,
song?
The
The Biggie one?
song, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's barely.
It's like a
barely.
remix. or
It's
something.
no, it's sampling it a little bit.
Dang, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Going back to Italy, that reminds me of
Let's ride.
Jason Momoa said like Vavanculo once. I'm like, ha,
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, Italian section.
He's being a racist.
I'm kind of. Is his character meant to be Italian? Because his name's Dante. That's an Italian name.
He's Brazilian.
But he's Brazilian.
Yeah,
I don't know. What is his ethnicity in this man?
vague ethnicity.
Vague
like Vin
ethnicity, just
Diesel.
like Vin Diesel.
Well, it just could be this. His father likes Italian.
He's a player, yo.
Mussolini. I
He
appreciate.
took
I
Italian
like-
in year 12.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
He did, but he's a international man, Mr. Worldwide. You know, he knows all the languages.
Oh.
Imagine having a son called Dante. Yo.
That's a cool ass
Dante.
name.
That's a cool ass fucking name.
Yeah.
It's like the guy
Devil
from
May Cry.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
He was
Well,
also
Dante's
a cool
Inferno,
guy.
you know, Dante.
Yo,
Yeah.
Dante Fireblazer.
I actually knew someone called Dante.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you know anyone named like Siegfried? Siegfried. Is that how you say it?
Not really, because
Oh, greetings. Fine name is Siegfried.
Yeah. I
Give
thought
him
that was a
medieval
cool
bullshit.
name back in the day. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that's a long name, so it must be cool.
let me tell you something. Have you heard of ballet?
You see, my father was a big fan of ballet.
Have you
Yeah.
heard of Bartholomew?
Oh,
Does that have something to do with
is
bolognese?
that like Bart from Bart Simpson?
Bart is probably short for Bartholomew. Bartholomew is an old name.
Dang.
All right,
Names.
you guys want to jump to spoilers?
Let's go.
I'm going to
Alright.
actually pull up the wiki page for this so we can go bit by bit.
Let's go. Fast and
Let's
Furious.
ride. Let's ride.
Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. We should do a cover for the.
Ding 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 ding.
And basically, every time I say anything, you have to justify why you like this movie.
Okay.
I'm gonna tear this shit apart, bitch. All right, okay.
Like Jason Momoa tore the family apart.
Yeah.
Let us begin.
Come.
All right, the team are requested by the agent. That's the okay. First thing. Where are we off to go, sir?
Agency.
The agency. What the fuck is
That's
that name?
that's the one part of the CIA, which is the Central Intelligence Agency.
I don't think they're not anything to do with the CIA, though, right?
Did the
Or
trailer?
in the
'Cause,
previous
like-
movies, they were like, "Oh, FBI," and then who's this
No.
other
You're
guy?
thinking of like Hobbs's gang.
Yeah, but they
This is not Hobbs. This is Mr. Nobody's gang.
yeah, but Hobbs is FBI, so the assumption is the other guy, the other gang, probably CIA,
Maybe.
but they can't say
Well, they
CIA
said they were like
or
a shadow
something,
organization or something.
which
above
is
them,
the
yeah.
CIA.
I
That
guess.
is also kind of bullshit.
But
also,
they're the agency.
the
Terrible name.
is the
It's- it's
secondary
the
villain
deep-
in the
It's
trailers?
the deep state.
Is the secondary villain in the trailers?
Who's the secondary?
The fucking
Lady?
No.
Oh no, the
guy.
guy they reveal the plot twist.
Yeah.
The dude from Titan. Is that know him from? Nah. Oh, he's also Jack Reacher in the Amazon series Jack Reacher.
Dang it.
No, that wasn't in the trailers from what I remember.
Yeah.
We didn't discuss it in the non.
No.
Like, yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah, because we
Yeah.
haven't touched on him.
I think
good
it is
reason.
kind of a bit of a spoiler, so yeah.
Yeah, good
But
reason.
we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh yeah, this one dude shows up and is like, "Yeah, I'll help out you guys," and then he's not in the movie for the. He goes to Italy with them. I bet you don't even remember this guy. Guy shows up and he goes, "Yeah, I'll go to Italy with you guys." Goes to Italy. He jumps out of the truck and then he's not in the rest of the movie.
Oh yeah, no,
He's part of the agency. And
because he's the Mr. in Fast 9. He was Mr. Nobody's like pussy ass son-in-law.
Yeah.
Well, not in fact de facto son or something.
That's what yeah.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not in the like, and he's the one that could be like, oh yeah, Dom and the guys, they got their truck hijacked. They're not responsible because he's literally the agency. He just does it. He's just not in the movie. What? What? Did you forget?
There's someone higher than him, I guess.
He died.
Oh, maybe.
He just
maybe
walked
he got
away.
put down by
the new guy.
Mr. Bulky, cute face.
Mr. Muscle Man.
Also, Mr.
with the
Nobody's not in
tight
this movie,
shirt.
by the way. I assume I
He
have a
died.
theory as to why. I feel like he saves the crew at the end of this movie. That's my theory, but yeah. Anyway, we're not.
He went out
we
to
haven't
buy
got even
milk.
past the first sentence of this plot synopsis. Yeah.
All right, yeah, right.
Yeah. So Dom and his wife stay with the son while the rest go to Rome. Cypher shows up. This is the one that goes, "Hey, I'm dying. These are my what was the thing that I said before?
Because it was a
You might
joke.
want to listen to my last words."
See, it was-
And she was right. Dom and Letty were fucking idiots in that scene. All they did was stand there insulting her while she's like, "Yeah, like guys, look at the
dying.
time. I'm kind of dying right now. I've got important plot
I gotta finish this
exposition I need to
meeting.
deliver.
Yeah.
Can we hurry that up?" Then just stand there like insulting her and just like.
Fuck you.
Okay, the one thing I think they do in this movie, I think Cypher is a lot more likable than the previous movies.
Because she's not the villain anymore.
But also, yeah, and they also because I think she works well with Letty. I think
yeah.
they're good together. There's probably going to be a spin-off, I assume.
Oh, Letty and Cypher, like Hobbs and Shaw.
But yeah, so Cypher shows up. They do a flashback to Dante showing up, and they have that kind of cool sequence, I guess, where he goes,
have
I've
your
got everybody's
kids."
family hostages except this guy and kills that guy. I thought that was pretty fun. I will admit that was a pretty good one. Okay, so this is the stupid thing. According to Wikipedia, he's targeting Dom in revenge for his father's death and the loss of his family fortune. Except he clearly states in this movie, in a joke way, "Fucking hate my dad, don't like him, not this ain't about my dad."
But isn't he like...
It is all
clinically-
about his fucking dad and his family fortune.
Isn't he like also insane though?
Yeah.
So like I guess he can do whatever.
But why is he saying why is his point though? Like I didn't get it.
You mess with my family, I mess with yours. Even though
But
I hate my
hate
family.
my family. That's
Plot
fucking
common
stupid.
sense armor. It does if they
It's
have
like
mental illness, it doesn't need to make.
it's like
No,
it's like the
that's not
mob, you know.
good.
You I hate my son, but he's family.
Yeah, but his dad's already like his dad. It's not like his son or something. It's his dad. Like
I hate my dad, but he's
Doesn't-
family. It's about family, man. Blood's thicker than water, man.
also, isn't this guy still rich though?
No, Dom stole his money.
But
From
well,
the
Dom
bank.
burnt all of his money. But this guy still clearly has a lot of money.
Because he made it back.
He wears lavish clothes. He lives in like a big
He could just steal it.
mansion. He literally goes, "Here's $1 million," slams onto a car. You know.
Yeah, is it just because like the fact you stole my money, I'm gonna fuck you over?
That's a terrible motivation.
I
Because
mean,
it's like
there's still assert dominance.
it's more like
man.
because by that logic, wouldn't you just want to steal money back if it's about the money?
It's not about the money. It's
What about
about the
the-
fact you stole my
stole it?
money.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
Now, if you want to assert dominance to the world, you'd be like, no one can touch my money, so I'm gonna make an example of it.
Yeah, even though this happened many years
He's
ago.
been planning.
I've been
all
really
these
ruminating on this,
years.
bro.
He's been planning all these years meticulously, like in the movie, on how to fuck Dom over.
Yeah, that's the other thing. His strategy is like, oh, I'm gonna tear apart his family,
Yeah.
which he doesn't do. They just happen to go to different places because they have other shit to do. But he's kind of like, yeah, I did that. I tore up this family because they're all on separate side quests because they're on the side quest that has nothing to do with him doing anything.
He knows.
Oh, but that was his plan all
That was
along.
the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I worked with this. I was the one who made creative differences so that Justin Lin would not be making this movie.
I
did
Justin
the script
Lin.
rewrites. Yeah.
He's the secret Ghost Rider.
It was Jason all along.
Little Nobody, so like the son Nobody.
Yeah.
He arrests Cypher and reveals that there's no mission in Rome, and that the gang has been set up. So they're like, oh shit, we gotta go get him. Gotta go do the thing.
Which is
Save
exactly
the
Also, I
gang.
feel like we
wants
should
us.
point out that Brian's not in this movie. So I guess he's
Taking
looking
care of
after
the
his kid or something. But like
Yeah.
Mia's kind of hanging out with him at the start, but then go. So Mia's role in this movie is to like hang out with little B for a
Little
bit,
Dom.
and then once she's not needed, leave to go with Brian. I guess
Yeah.
it's just like she needed to be in the movie because she is a member of the cast,
She's family.
but she has nothing to do with this movie. We'll get
Well,
more
she did
characters
have an
like
action
that.
scene. Which I
Oh
guess
yeah,
is
because she
fine.
needs an act.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Every actor needs an action
Mm.
sequence.
Are they gonna pull some bullshit off in some next film of like, they've been targeted as well from the other side of the world?
I should. Yeah, they would
Yeah.
be because they have God's eye.
Yeah.
And that's why Hobbs is targeted.
Yeah.
Every single person that ever helped them. Okay,
Yeah. That
surely
Cardi B.
Yeah, surely
Cardi
Cardi B is going to
B.
be targeted, right?
That, you brought that up first in this minute. That one. Yeah, that's your call. That's your one.
Oh, cool.
I'm not taking that away from you,
Yeah.
Jack. You remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
one?
They
Yeah.
did go for the Shaw's
Maybe they can go after
man.
Ryan Reynolds. As well.
Yeah, but isn't he part of the whatever Hobbs agency?
That's a different. That's not the
Yeah.
agency. The
Yeah.
agency is the official name of the
He did
agency in
say-
this
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Hobbs is just like he's the DSS
The SS.
or like the DEA. He's not the DEA, right? It's something with a D.
He was DEA,
The big
and then he
dick.
got moved. Like,
Yeah.
fucking
Da Rock.
All right. In Rome, they uncover the bomb in
Uncle
the thing.
Hank.
And I'm going to be honest, I thought this was a great sequence. I was like, cool, they're rolling a bomb. I think it's a very unrealistic, but just a little spot of fun.
Yeah.
Little bit of fun. Except for the fact that that little nobody jumps out of the car and then disappears.
Died. Oh yeah, he
But he didn't die. He just got out and rolled.
He rolled and fell. And died.
Oh, we got a Channel 9 cameo after the bombing.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty
That
cool.
guy from Channel 9.
Ozzy.
That guy kind of sucks though.
Don't really get the plan of Mr. Villain here. It's like they kind of saved the day, but I guess
They got
they're
framed.
perceived as terrorists,
Yeah,
Yeah, well, the
even
point
though
is got
they had
framed.
an agency member
Yeah.
right there.
they forgot.
They forgot.
Or well, the agency was against them before. Well, no.
No, it's unclear. It's I
Little
don't,
nobody
I
was
don't
there,
really
but he
know
died. So I guess
because
No.
the guy who's like leading the task on this one is he the head of the? He kind of gets the power because Mr. Nobody's not there, right?
yes.
But like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And like, so does it mean the agency gets her, or is it just this one dude?
I think it's the one dude.
'Cause I don't think it's like-
hate
yeah.
Down.
The bomb is released. She's Dom's pushed into the river to minimize the damage. Nobody dies, so it's like it's honestly just vibes.
Were they like construction workers at the bridge? They died.
I don't think so. I don't think they said there was a death toll.
But they were clearly people.
No, they said in the movie if it goes into the water, nobody else can get hurt, despite the fact that this bomb, it's a radiation bomb. So the
Didn't
thing
fuck
is
up.
actually,
radiation?
yeah, I can't remember what the type of bomb is, but I heard someone else talk about this, and it is a specific bomb in which it's not meant to do damage to like actual structures. It's meant to.
Didn't it fuck up the
Right.
bridge and like buildings and shit?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Because they named the bomb, the type of bomb it is.
Yeah.
The bomb itself. Yeah, it's not a bomb that's meant to be like boom explosion. It's one that like radiation kills people.
But it like, exploded.
But this did. Yeah. Okay. Lady gets arrested. Yeah.
Because the Italian police.
You get
are
then you get like the
racist.
dumbest. Okay, so you get Brie Larson's character, who is what's the character's name? Tess.
Yeah.
Mr. Nobody's daughter.
Yeah.
She's like well, actually, we'll get there. Hold on, I've got some stuff to talk about first. Multi-million-dollar bounty in Los Angeles. An armed team arrives to take little B, who was under the care of Dom's sister Mia, and Jacob comes and saves him. This is also the part that makes sense. They just completely rewrite Jacob's character. Just be the fun uncle, the funkle, as I'd like to say.
Became John Cena, man.
It just became John Cena. Didn't like it. I liked it, kind of. I liked it, but I didn't like it. It's like, once again, no respect for the law. It's just like, why do that? Sudden character motivation change. And I've heard the cast members talk about it and be like, oh yeah, it makes sense for the... No, it doesn't. What do you do? You don't know anything. What are you talking about?
It makes sense because he's part of the family now.
Yeah, they just wanted to make him redeemable and make him like a fun one, and then they're going to kill him off. So it's like, yeah, they're going to make him nice. And then their whole side plot is just a road trip movie.
Yeah.
It's all the comedy relief. Adds nothing. It's just there.
But John Cena has a funny, like,
Does have a
Batmobile.
funny little car. Yes.
And a fucking miniature paraglider.
Which yeah, apparently the the airport, the way the airport works is you can bring in a mini fucking ship thing, right?
collapsible paraglider.
And pretend it's like a surfboard, and they're not gonna check.
They saw it through the X-ray and they're like, damn, that's a cool ass
That's a cool ass surfboard, bro. That shit was so dumb. All right. Yeah, Tess is she's like, oh yeah, the team are innocent. I'm gonna betray the agency because the agency's being led by this one dude who later gets revealed to be a villain. But he's like, oh yeah, all of his dialogue is really bad. He's like, you know, I fucking hate these guys because they have barbecues and I don't like barbecues. Do you remember that whole monologue about how he hates barbecues?
Don't like family.
That was so fucking stupid.
Mm.
I did kind of like it though because it was so stupid. It made me do a bit of a giggle. I must admit.
Whittle. Giggle.
Anyway, Tess using God's eye finds out that Dante's in Rio de Janeiro, right? So she goes to this bar and then goes, oh, I'm looking for a dude because obviously Dom's there because she got God's eye. Doesn't look around the room and go, oh, the fucking bald one. Instead goes to the bartender and goes, yo, where's this dude? For some reason, there's an action sequence. Two guys come up and she just fights them and she like fires a shotgun.
Because
Why?
she needs an action.
Because she needs her action sequence. Okay, and then you get like the dumb shit, right? That makes like this. Okay. I love Brie Larson, but her character makes no fucking like. They give her nothing to do. Dom's like, oh, the one thing I want is I want Letty back. She does not succeed in this. She goes to the prison and goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you out. I'm gonna get you out. Stab. So that she winds up in the medical ward with her arch enemy.
I think that was the plan.
Yeah, you're thinking, oh yeah, that's the plan. But what beyond that? She's not there to help get her out. Dom never ends up reuniting with Letty through this entire movie. She did nothing. All she did was get her into the fucking medical facility.
What's happening in the next movie?
Did she know that in the medical facility, Cypher, her arch enemy, and her are suddenly going to kind of become friends for a brief moment? Cypher will press the buttons to gas the fucking people across on the other side of the wall. How does that work? Explain to me how that works.
She hacked into this.
Hack the fucking.
Yeah, that's a funny bit. Yeah.
How the fuck?
She hacked through the ventilation through the funny chair.
She vents, man.
She's smart, very smart.
But how could the the chairs even? What's the connection? There's no connection. He took his hat off. He took his hat
Because the
off.
chair is connected to the main power lines. And that somehow connects to the whole building. Even though you can't hack shit through the power lines.
In
'cause
the
that's
next film,
fine.
it turns out Cypher is actually an android.
Cypher's a
Cyborg.
Cypher's just magic.
Dang. But that's all part of the plan, bro. Plan of the nobody daughters. Like, I know Cypher's gonna do that. I know she's smart. I know she knows there's a vent. I know that they're gonna climb out and find submarine.
Which we'll get to how stupid that part was later. But fuck. All right. Dom confronts Dante, and then they agree to race, and they do the whole Brazil callback. Except it's not a real race. It's just like kind of more like a drama scene. So like,
woman or
guess we
black
can't do a cool
man.
one. The only character in this movie to genuinely die was that dude.
Brazilian man.
But Dom, with his like detective vision or something, realizes that she's the sister of the mother of his child. Somehow, no indication as to how, but he can somehow just tell.
I can see that you're Brazilian,
And then
like
also using
the
his
mother
like,
of my child.
using his like magic skills, he like knocks the car so that it knocks the bomb off the bottom.
Yeah.
Don't.
No, he made the car go a bit sideways and hit like the wall on the weird thing, and then it scraped the thing off.
What was the actual conditions of the race again? Because Wikipedia doesn't say anything. It just says that Dante wins. I can't remember what he won though.
They were like, oh, pink slips, yo.
But he doesn't. He doesn't. Oh yeah, and he doesn't take the car.
Yeah, because
So
like,
that Tom could have the line at the end of the movie. You should have taken my car.
yeah.
Yeah, he probably should have. It made no sense as to why they would race. What?
Because the real pink slip was
The friends who made it along the way. The one that got
Yeah,
blown up and the
the
one
one
that
that got
happened to
blown
be
up.
the sister. All right. Yeah, so Cypher and Letty escape. They have an action sequence once again for no reason, just because they needed to have an action sequence. It's
this is
been
a
5
Hobbs and
minutes.
Shaw,
It's been
man.
5 whole minutes since the last action sequence, guys. We got to do another one. It was, I think, one of the better because it was a generally, I think it was a pretty good one. Like in terms of the hand to hand, pretty good stuff. People actually, I think they got a little bit of cuts and stuff, which is quite different from the rest of the movie where no one gets injured. Yes, they have a fight for no reason. They realize they're in Antarctica. Okay, so then while this stuff is going on, the fun team, as I like to call them, they go to London, right?
London.
Why were they in London again?
Weapons
Sure.
supplies from Paul Davidson. Whatever his name
Oh,
is.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Which was
Oh,
silly
fuck it.
cameo again, but yes. That sequence is really dumb. Roman and Tej have like a fight for some reason. Well, maybe that's that's their fight
that's
scene.
the good bit. Because it's like from the past 5 movies, they've been slowly hating each other more and more.
I thought it was always just fun hatred, but I guess maybe Roman just got too dumb for.
Yes, yeah, it's
Yeah,
'cause that.
okay, that's the
Roman's
thing.
getting
Roman gets
dumber and
dumber,
dumber.
while Ludacris is
He's
getting
smart.
smarter and smarter.
Yeah,
Mm.
the scales.
So they have to fight so that they can realize their
Yeah.
love for each other as like
Scales
family.
going off.
We
whack.
are opposites. We are opposites. But we
In love.
fuck.
Love prevails. Love prevails.
Opposites attract.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that the thing about the mother of Dom's child thing,
Brazil.
sister, that was just a pure coincidence, by the way.
No, but Dom said he knows.
Yeah, but that was a pure coincidence that she happened to be there and that this whole scenario, like, they just bump into each other in
Yeah.
Brazil. What are the odds, bro? I guess everyone in
Yeah.
Brazil, it's just a small place.
A small city, Rio.
Yeah. And they're all part of the
Yes.
same thing. Oh, yeah, and I forgot they had that sequence of her going, but I was the bad sister. I should have died. I was the bad one. More
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
dialogue, so it's like, yeah. Yeah, you got this entire really dumb sequence of Pete Davidson, right? And
Oh,
Han
Han eating
eats
their
this
brownies,
fucking-
yo.
yeah, it lasts for like 3 seconds. I don't get the like why put it in there. just for them to go,
'Cause
oh, this fight looks a bit
funny
weird to
weed,
me.
bro. 420, and Han eat.
It wasn't weed, it was like hallucinogen.
Who makes like LSD
Yeah.
cupcakes?
That's actually a pretty common thing.
Pete Davidson does.
I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
guess
sure
that's
that's
a Pete Davidson
LSD laced thing.
Why not just take it straight?
Like the same reason you'd have like weed brownie.
Because you can't eat weed. You have,
Oh yeah, you can't.
but
You
LSD,
can
just
eat.
fucking take it.
Yeah, like sneak a little, do a little sneaky one. Maybe he's got to like drug someone later. I don't know.
Dang.
I think that entire sequence is
Yeah.
just very weird. And honestly, that's also one that could have been cut out for runtime. Because it's not even listed on this Wikipedia page.
Not
I
a
just
fight,
remembered it.
Damn. But that was a good
because
fight.
the actual point of that sequence is they've got all of their money stolen.
Yeah.
But Roman has money for some reason just taped to him.
Because he doesn't believe in the banks.
But he kind of does, I think, because he also puts money in the shared account. I think is it a shared account? Is it like they all
It's
put their,
supposed to
or
be
is just everybody's
separate
individual
accounts.
money accounts were stolen, or is it they all pulled their money to one account?
Did they have like multiple bars or just one big bar?
I thought it was just one, but I might be wrong.
I'm pretty sure each of the bank accounts got
Yeah,
all
that's
drained at the
right,
same
sure.
time. Something like that.
And I also assume Roman doesn't believe in the banks because he's Roman.
Did they explain how? Oh, they don't. Wait, did they explain how he? No, they didn't explain how he really hacked it. It was just like, wait. Oh, so yeah, at the start of the movie, he gets this chip, right? The bad guy gets this chip from Cypher,
chip.
and he can just do whatever he wants.
Because he's a
So
good
he can
chip.
hack like the bomb
Yeah.
at the start of the movie, right?
Hack
And now he can hack
cars,
people's bank accounts.
bank
What
accounts.
is the device? Like, what is it?
It
Is
is
it just like the hack that you can apply to everything?
Yeah.
What if someone has like a pacemaker and he's like,
I'm a hack
you're
dead.
dead?
I mean, that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's the all around, it's the
No,
Elon chip.
the right thing to do there would be Cypher to touch their hand and then their pacemaker suddenly starts stop working.
So
Oh,
you
yeah,
hack
'cause she's-
from
yeah.
shaking the hand.
Nerves.
Mm.
Are they gonna do a fucking thing where Cypher like beats him by using original technology instead of his proprietary God's Eye thing?
No, because he has the God's
she
side, but he
stole
has the new
Cypher's
tech.
thing.
Yeah, and then is Cypher gonna
Makes
be
a
like,
new one.
I'm gonna use old tech to be my new tech?
What's her name, mate? I
Ramsey.
forgot her name.
Gordon
Ramsey, yeah. Because
Ramsey.
it's Ramsey's tech. The God's Eye is Ramsey's tech.
Yo, Ramsey.
By the
bro.
way, I always thought it was really dumb that Ramsey's like, oh, I made this tech, but I didn't know it could be used for bad purposes.
Bro, I made this
I made the
surveillance
fucking surveillance
thing.
state.
Yeah, I didn't know it could use it to
Yeah.
surveil people.
That's
Dang.
always been so dumb, but okay.
Crazy.
Yep, so they do that thing. But Bowie betrays them, so they head to Deck and Shaw for help. So they do the post-credit scene from Hobbs and Shaw,
Yeah.
and then they lead into that. Once again, another pointless action sequence between him and Han. They don't address the fact that Shaw tried to kill Han. They just fight.
Yeah.
Because I guess he assumes that he wants revenge, but it's not addressed. And then they team up to take down a bunch of people that come in, and then Shaw disappears from the movie. He's in it for like, I think 5 minutes. Like he's like, oh, I gotta go help my mom. But then doesn't show up. So like
It's
once
gonna be in
again,
Hobbs
another
and
character
Shaw
that had to
2.
include for some reason. Also, what was the? I still don't understand why they went to Shaw, because Wikipedia's just like they went to Shaw for help. That's very vague.
Yeah.
Why did they? Oh yeah, they went with the car,
And
the
the
car in
funny
the
cute
house.
car from Fast Six.
But also they know it's short.
They no show.
Are they fucking gonna do a fucking Avengers Assemble of everyone that's ever helped Dom?
It is the
I think that's
Avengers.
because this is the end. They kind
This
of
is plausible.
they've kind
This
of
is
they
the
do that
end.
every movie though in a way. They kind of just go. They just
But
keep
it
adding.
gets more and more people. Every
But
movie.
they're not doing it in a way where it's like nobody's getting storylines in this. They're just like
There.
people are showing
If-
up and leaving because they don't have time.
If Dom is a Captain America, would he be Captain America?
The fucking
Captain
dolphin
Brazil.
torpedo man.
In an alternate universe, we could have Captain Brasilia.
But he's ethnically vague, bro.
Exactly. Captain Vague, Captain Ethnically Vague, Captain Worldwide.
Mr.
Mr.
Worldwide.
We got another dumb moment
All
coming up.
right, come on.
So the leader of the agency is the dude called AIM.
Amy.
He tracks down Dom. You would get another pointless subfight scene where Dom is like walking through the street, so he's like to these guys, "Oh yeah, go get that guy tailing me," you know? And they go and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna steal your watch," and this dude just beats him up.
And he's like, get a new watch, yo.
And then Ames arrests Dom, but then they get ambushed by Dante on the bridge from Fast 5, right?
Yes.
You get a great
The
action
bridge.
sequence where Vin Diesel lifts a car with his one arm.
He's strong.
He also uses a shield, door as a shield from a
He is Captain
machine
America.
gun. Yeah, they literally do a Captain America thing. You get they confront with Dante, and Dante goes, "Have you heard of ballet? Look at me conducting. It's getting shot."
Boom, boom.
Tess gets shot, and then he does his epic moment where he like carries Tess, and I thought that was pretty cringe. You get that great line from Ames where he's like, "I thought you were the bad guy." So something along those like, "I thought you were the bad guy, but now now I'm gonna help you." He like literally just like says that for some reason,
Damn.
and then they fight together.
Talk about a person with bad acting. He's acting okay, but his acting of bad acting is bad.
Hey, tell about
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
Also, why don't y'all just shut the fuck up and just let me be?
Who's Isabel?
Isabel? From Animal Crossing.
Dante reveals that he's kidnapped Isabel.
That woman? Is that Brazil woman?
No, she's. Wait, was it?
Yeah. It is.
I don't remember this
Elena's
part.
sister.
Elena's sister gets kidnapped. But
Yeah.
they literally just summed up so much in one sentence that I kind of. Dante gravely wounds Tess. We've said that, and steals a god's eye.
Yeah.
And locates Lil B. Dom saves Isabel as Dante escapes. Was that all on the same bridge thing?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not much
she
of a
was in
reveal
the
then.
car, was she?
Okay. Isabel promises Dom to get Tess to a hospital both of them leave the movie. Ames agrees to help Dom take Dante down. Dom's team is informed and travels to Portugal. All right. This is kind of where the stories kind of start getting closer together, but not really. So you got that whole side story road trip that they keep cutting back to, and it's just jokes.
John Cena.
They go onto a plane. They have fun plane shenanigans where Lady goes, "Here's Paul Walker's daughter." By the way, is the stewardess
Okay.
who gives him the alcohol bottles, and he goes, "Oh,
The Smirnoff, bruh.
I've got a fucking glider thing. What would you call that?
It's a glider.
It is a glider.
It
Glider.
glides.
Yeah, in the back, and we're gonna.
And it's a fucking spy film shit.
It's glider
It is
with
fucking
a
spy film.
jet engine in there because they need the fuel to.
I think
fuel
the
jet
justification
engine.
is that Jacob used to be a spy. So.
Wasn't he
Yeah,
a
but, like,
Navy
how do you
SEALs
say-
guy?
I thought it was like a Black Ops dude.
Yeah, a Black Ops.
I assume he
plus
went
spy?
Navy SEALs to Black Ops,
Yeah.
right?
I guess so. Yeah.
It needs a little bit of combustion to move forwards, but after that, the wind does the rest of the job.
Yeah. But then what
It
was,
transfers downwards momentum into forwards momentum.
what was the joke with the kids? Like, oh, look, more alcohol in the back. It's like, nah. Is
Yeah, but now you need strong alcohol.
that the joke?
Yeah,
Because it's like
because
rosé
the
or some
kid,
shit.
because the kid is innocent and doesn't know anything about alcohol.
Yeah, that was the.
Yeah, but like,
Dio, why aren't you laughing? It was a fucking joke. It was so funny, Dio.
yeah,
Laugh. Do a
No.
little hee hee. Yeah.
He doesn't get
Does.
it. Does
Yeah.
he get it? New Rockstars.
Oh,
fuck,
All right.
man.
So
does he know?
also, I just want to say that Jacob's. They're at the airport and they're like, "Oh, when they see us on the surveillance, he's like, that's the plan, right?" Because his idea is he's gonna go into the plane and then he's gonna like glider out so that they think he's on the plane, I guess. But they end up finding him easily, like super easily,
Yeah.
in his secret bat cave. And the bad guys go after him. The kid massacres some bad guys
Yeah, and he's like,
and laughs about it.
"Yay! Oh my god! Holy
Um,
shit!"
Holy
The kid says, "Holy shit!" And then
Jacob
Jacob's like, cool with
dies.
it. Well, no, because we didn't see his dead body.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually dead, but
He's
like,
swimming.
well, we're gonna get a lot of that towards the end of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob dies
Yeah.
supposedly.
He just flips in the car.
Taking out of all of the mercenaries, allowing Dom to rescue his son. At the dam, Dante, you get that. So you get this big finale scene where they're on like what's it called, like the dam. It's like the big dam, and then there are two trucks that are gonna crush them. I feel like there's a lot of ways out of this one when you have a car. You know, like
Get out of the
drive
car.
away from like turn
But they were
slightly to
oil
avoid.
tankers and they weren't gonna explode.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
car's not gonna get burnt. It's Tom Toretto's car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you could do some sort of maneuver to kind of like go on the side of the roads to kind of just
So
like.
one lane street
Uh,
or something was in.
Even so, like you could kind of just.
but he
travel.
wouldn't have been
I don't
able
know.
to get away from the shockwave. Which he
Well, that's a
definitely...
lie, though. But that's what
Exactly.
happens. He drives off the edge.
Shockwaves aren't real.
Also, I just want to point out.
What?
You know how
You want to
so many
justify?
people.
Hold on. You want to justify the
Or
shock
more
is
like
unreal?
the movie interpretation of an explosion and boom.
That
made
is
it
true.
real.
Shockwaves are not real after the bomb went off in the water.
Yeah.
You know when like
Yeah. No. Yeah. Fucking.
when
hell.
a bomb explodes and then
But then
everyone
shockwaves are kind of real, but they're not real because they're real so that cars could kind of levitate off the street when the bomb went
Yeah.
off, but like not enough to like injure
Like
people
propel
or
you.
But
anything.
also, this one was in the it's the shock.
they're real but not
That
really.
is true.
I just
though.
want to point out that the villain's ultimate plan, right, is to like make Dom suffer. A lot of it revolves him hiring people to shoot at Dom, to kill Dom. I just sort of say that throughout the movie. So, and then
Or
this
maybe
culminates
shoot and miss. So it.
with,
he
I guess,
gets
he's
suffer.
caused, at this point, where Dom has kind of won, the bad guy goes, yeah, I've caused enough suffering. I guess Jacob
Dang.
supposedly died, but not really. The friends show up in like a plane. I guess their plan was to like drop off the plane in the cool car from Fast 6 or something. Is that their... Don't really know their goal there. But then they just get rocketed down, I guess. This is all within the last 10 minutes of the movie, by the way. And they're supposedly going to die or something, but they're not. I reckon nobody's going to save them. That's my theory.
Mm.
Yeah, this all happens right at the end of the movie. Dom drives off the dam going down the thing, right?
Yep.
And then they get off safely, but then the dam explodes. Oh, so the car gets destroyed, right?
You're
They have to get out of
underwater.
the car, and then then Dante
Dam
blows
explodes.
up the dam, and then the water's rushing towards them. What are they going to do? Cut to Antarctica. Letty and Cypher escape, and then whoa, a submarine emerges, and who's on there? Giselle.
Wow.
Back from the dead, but not really, because you know.
How did she come back from the dead?
Oh.
Too bad. Cut to credits.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the action sequence where the water was exploding, they cut to another sequence with
In the
Giselle.
middle of
and then
bumfuck
end the
nowhere
movie.
in Antarctica.
Yeah. Because it's an extra cliffhanger. Be like, oh,
That was a
wonder what
terrible
happens.
cliffhanger.
It wasn't a
It's two
cliffhanger. It was a
cliffhangers.
damn hanger.
It was just a scene they cut in half.
Because you don't know what's going to happen. Oh, wow.
I feel like they're going to survive. That's just my theory, though. I might be completely off the mark
No,
for that
they're
one.
fucking dead. They gotta do the rest of the whole family.
No,
without
what
the
if
main
they
guy
killed
now.
off the son and then Vin Diesel actually becomes evil?
Again.
But real. Because son did.
Damn.
That's my
How would he become evil?
Because, like,
Will he go after his
vengeance.
family for some reason? He's getting okay. He goes
Vengeance.
after the bad guy, but the reason why the bad guys go after them is because of the family. So he goes after the family because
He
that's the
goes
start
after
of
That's
the
the-
Roman
yeah,
for having a
that's the
big
source
ass
of
useless
death.
But then he has
forehead.
to go after himself because he's kind of like the reason for the family.
So he kills him.
Yeah.
He shoots every mirror he sees.
And then you get the
Vampire.
mid-credit scene, which is Luke Hobbs. This is actually a sequence I liked quite a bit. Luke Hobbs is back.
Because Dwayne lied.
Yeah.
Or he got a big check. He was like, all right.
And now here's an interesting thing that someone pointed out. See, you and me, and I assume you might know from this one that Dwayne Johnson said he wasn't going to come back, right? He has beef with Vin Diesel. And so to us, when we're watching the mid-credit scene, we're like, holy shit, he's back, right? That's kind of like the thing. Like, Dwayne Johnson is back despite the beef, right? But to your average Fast and Furious viewer,
like, oh, it's Hobbs.
He's like, oh, it's Hobbs is back. Oh, that makes sense. Hobbs and Shaw. Like, why is that a big shock?
Yeah.
So somebody pointed out the Giselle scene theoretically should be the mid-credit scene for your casual Fast and Furious fan, because that's more of a what the fuck, she's back. But to us who know about the behind the scenes, the fact that Dwayne is back is a shock.
bigger deal.
You get what I mean? There?
Yeah.
That's a pretty interesting thing. That
What we should have had is a mid-credit and a post-credit.
honestly, yeah, they could have.
Or two mid-credits.
Yeah, and
They
it
could
with
have
the
ended it
dam,
with the dam, yeah.
and then
another cliffhanger. And Hobbs.
Either way, I think we can all agree either way that the
ending was shit. I don't. Did you justify anything that happened in this movie while we were going through that?
I've been justified
Well, kind of, yeah.
in my own way.
I liked it because it was dumb as fuck, and I turned my brain off.
It was a pretty fun movie watching this theaters. I will admit.
So it was fun.
But I would never watch this movie again. In all honesty, it's not.
It's kind of long.
It's very long. So like, and the ending is so bad that it's like, damn, would I even want to watch this?
Yeah,
or if I watched it, I would be skipping through. Sort of thing. If I'm doing a rewatch of the franchise, we're gonna rewatch the entire franchise again, leading up to Fast 11. Oh, and so I feel like to most people, if they saw this, they're going to be even more disappointed by the ending. But like we kind of already covered in a previous news story that it was going to be a trilogy.
Yep.
But like that wasn't advertised in like the marketing or anything. So it's
like
like
people just assume dams
and this was, you know, all those good movies that end on cliffhangers like Infinity War and like Empire Strikes Back. Do you think this lives up to that with this ending?
Hell no.
Also, how assumingly they're going to do another cliffhanger ending for the next movie?
Yeah, what are they going to do for the next one?
I don't know.
They ran out of people, bro.
I assume you could probably skip the next movie, right? Because like, what's going to happen? Introduce more casts that aren't going to die?
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's like, they could just end the story in the next one, but they have to end it in the third one. So how do you do?
How you do? How you do? Do we have anything else to say about this movie before we go to spoiler verdicts? This is the most excited I've been about a movie in a while, you know? Really, I think I did a couple of
Super Mario movie.
I don't even think I was I that mad about the I was more mad in hindsight about that movie, like going like it's because of what people are saying.
Yeah, you're mad at Mario viewers.
I'm more mad at the viewers than because I'm pretty sure I gave it above average review. I gave it 5.5.
Yeah,
which is like a tiny little bit above average. So I still think it's a fine movie. It's just that I hate the reviewers.
No, is this movie a fine movie?
Well, we'll see, because I think it's time for our final verdict. So you can start off with that.
Let's say grace. I want to thank.
I'm already eating the chicken. You remember that? Yeah.
Roman, stop that. I want to thank the directors of this movie and for the family I have here today.
In Holy Trinity, boys.
And the Unholy Trinity and their reviews.
And Corona.
And Corona beer. Barbecues are cool.
You got one.
Fast and Furious X is so it's a very Fast and Furious movie, yo. Jason Momoa, cool. The story in this one kind of goes places, but it's kind of bad. Too many characters, but it was a fun bit. Too long of a movie, though. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Amen. Family.
Yeah. thinking about this while I'm not functioning. Maybe like a 5.5. How about that?
Sorry, movie.
Mario.
Not average.
For this one, right? I feel like you already know where I'm going. I do think this isn't a below average movie.
2 out of 10.
I think it is on the. I don't think it lives up to the original Fast trilogy of it being like so like bad but goofy to the point where it's a fun movie to watch. I don't think this one, because I just don't see myself rewatching it. I think it does have some points. It is fun at times, and there are cool sequences. And talking about it afterwards has been pretty fun.
Mm.
And Jason Momoa was good. I think I'm gonna probably give this one a 4.
Damn.
Not a good movie in my opinion.
Right on.
Not a good. That gives us a what's that?
By an average of a 5,
Point.
1.
Or 2, 3, something like that. I don't know. Do we care?
5.2.
5 times 2 is 10x.
5.x mystery number.
Yeah.
5 point.
It's a variable.
Yeah.
Alright.
And that is Fast and Furious. Do we want to give a quick ranking of the movies?
Oh boy.
All right, hold on. Let me get my phone out so I can write them down.
Although I haven't watched
holy shit. What the fuck?
I'll
one
help
and
you with the first 4
2.
movies. All right. Fast and Furious. All right. Fast and Furious. That stays where it is because it's the first one. Too Fast, I think it is. It's kind of worse than the first one, but kind of like funnier. But I think it's
Whoa.
ultimately worse. But it kind of lives in that
Second
funny
place.
phase. Tokyo Drift, I think, is the best of the original trilogy.
It's funny.
Then we got the Fast and the Furious, which is a 4th one, which we watched. I think it's okay. I don't think it's as fun as
5
Tokyo
was
Drift.
better.
I think I'd put it under Tokyo Drift,
Yeah.
but I think it's better than the first Fast. It kind of brings back the boys from that one.
True. That's the first time Domi and Guy Polly meet in the movie, right? Well, not first time. The first time they
Second time.
reunited
Yeah.
and became family.
Then we got Fast 5, which I think is the best of this bunch.
Yeah.
We got Fast 6, which I think is better than Fast 5, but you guys might differ.
What's 6 again?
Letty.
Oh,
And the
Letty.
big plane, longest run.
No, that was
Vin Diesel torpedoes.
kind of like. Yeah,
And
that's
your
better than
boy,
Brazil.
your Indonesian boy was.
Yeah, that one's kind of better than Brazil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. Fast 7, I think that is it better than Tokyo Drift. I think it's better than.
Been a long day.
I think it's better than Tokyo Drift, but not as good as Fast 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know okay than me, but I think it's less than 5.
Fast 8, I'd probably put that out.
Bad.
All you guys.
Bad?
All you-
Is it worse than Too Fast, Too Furious?
Probably is, man.
Because Too Fast, Too Furious is bad, like very bad, but like
But the romance.
funny because of it's bad.
Yeah.
And whereas Fast 8 is kind of just boring bad.
Yeah.
It's boring bad worse than bad,
It do
but
be.
like silly bad.
Cause baby, now we got bad.
All right,
bad.
we'll put Fast 8 at the bottom. We got Hobbs and Shaw,
Hey.
which I think is honestly worse than Too Fast as well.
I think it was less boring than Fast 8.
Less boring, but not as good as Too Fast, Too Furious, arguably.
Probably, yeah.
All right, then we've got Fast 9. It's down for me. It's
Probably-
down somewhere with Fast 8.
Maybe worse. I don't know.
I don't know if it's worse than Fast 8.
Because I didn't pay attention when that movie was on.
Is it worse than Hobbs and... It's worse than Hobbs and Shaw, right?
Yeah.
I would almost say Fast 9 compared to Fast 8. Better.
Better? Sure, we can put that there.
The only reason I have in my mind right now is that they went. The only thing I have in my
Whereas
mind.
Fast 8 was kind of just like boring up until the end. It's kind of like where the villain was worse.
Yeah.
John Cena
And then
in
we've
space.
got Fast X, the latest Fast and Furious
Oh boy.
film, which I think is better than Hobbs and Shaw,
Yeah.
but
Is it
not as good
better
as Too
than,
Fast, Too Furious. Bear in mind, Too Fast and Furious is bad, but it's still like enjoyably bad. This
Okay,
movie, I
yeah.
feel like it's not enjoyably bad. It's like bad with some points of
Enjoyability.
Oh, enjoyability.
Probably
Yeah.
is then, yeah.
Sure.
Put there.
Let's go.
All
with that.
right. Now, our ultimate, I'll read from the bottom. Our least favorite Fast movie is Fast 8, which is followed by Fast 9. Then Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Then the new one, Fast X. Then we enter classics, Too Fast, Too Furious, followed by Fast. Is the Fast and the Furious the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we get Fast and Furious, which is the fourth one.
They have no number in that.
No. Tokyo Drift, Fast 7, Fast 5, and Fast 6.
Yeah.
Good rank.
Oh,
Sure.
fun fact. I think 6 or 7 is like Furious 6. 7.
Furious 7.
Ocean 7, but Furious.
They keep forgetting
Ocean
either
11?
fast.
It's
or Furious.
difficult.
No,
Not
wait.
difficult. It's different in regions.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
I watched the one international.
Yeah, you went to another country and watched it. All right. Can I get a quick time check?
The 2 hour 7 minute.
Holy shit, we haven't even started a new segment. All right.
That's
do
a
it.
quick 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll do a quick news thing. All right, let's talk about some stuff. Firstly, we got the FNAF trailer.
Nif.
I thought
FNAF.
it did not look that good. And also, haven't there been there's been like other movies that have done the FNAF thing before the FNAF movie. Despite FNAF introducing the concept of the game, it never capitalized on it in a movie. So they're
Yeah.
behind now.
Yeah. True.
They did make a book though.
Also, the movie to me did not look like they were doing a lot of they had the main character go oh yeah, I'm the security guard doing the security stuff, and they had scenes that did not seem like it was happening during the night, like the girl drowning in the ball pit part. I'm like, when would a little girl be in the place after hours and this place is locked? So I assume that's a different scene. And then kids in a
Oh.
forest or something. I was like,
Well, I think lore-wise, from like the
Yeah.
vague game theory videos I've watched in years past.
I've heard that the lore is just inconsistent, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but like kids die and then haunt the animatronics or some shit, right?
Yeah,
So maybe there's a
Oh.
flashback.
But what about the girl drowning in the ball pit and there's an animatronic going grrr. He's like, no.
Is that the boy of 87?
Yeah, by the 87.
Because I feel like, yeah, what do you do with because I don't know, in my opinion, FNAF is not interesting enough to make a movie out of. Because if you're going to be authentic, it's just going to be like one person, there's one cast member in the entire movie, right?
Yeah.
If it was doing the thing, but it's not really.
Then I
Unless you're doing the
assume-
whole lore of
Yeah, I
it.
assume they're going for the
If they're doing the
lore,
whole
so-
lore, I might as well watch a fucking game theory video,
Yeah.
mate.
Mm.
It's just like, but by that logic, are you making a movie with a story, or are you making a video explaining the lore? Like, is that what are we looking
It's
at
a
here?
reenactment of the
We're just
lore.
reenacting the lore. This is a history movie.
Yeah, documentary.
Welcome to National Geographic.
Yeah. But all of the animals they've ever just
Oh,
the animatronics. Yeah.
rawr.
We got a Barbie trailer, and I feel like this one kind of showed what the movie is, and I get it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's just Garfield gets real.
Hey,
With a little bit of maybe it's also got like a bit of pixels in there. Some
the pixels.
like the one with Adam
Game
Sandler
with-
where the game comes
Oh.
into the real world.
Yeah.
A bit of a ending of the Lego movie, some would say.
Mm. Yes.
In my opinion, watching this trailer, I'm a little bit like, oh, this could be kind of terrible or it could be good.
Mhm.
I don't think there will be a middle ground because this is just a meta movie, so it's like you have to do it As someone who,
Yeah.
has written a couple many things, you have to do it well, or otherwise it's just going to end up being cringe and bad.
I've only
Yes.
just drawn the connection because my brain has had the Little Mermaid trailer been played at the train
Your
station.
brain's just constantly playing the Little Mermaid show.
Well, yes and no. But it reminded me of it because I see it sometimes.
Maybe it's
at the
reminding
train
you what we're
station.
going to be watching for next week.
The Barbie, the trailer, Barbie coming into the real world.
Yeah.
And a frazzled looking person giving her a fucking sandal. Kind of like the frazzled looking Ursula bringing Ariel into the real world. I don't know. That's
So what she meant by
the red pill.
The Matrix?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
okay. There we go. It's a Matrix and the Little Mermaid reference.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Red pilled. And I like the one that Ryan Gosling became misogynist.
Yes.
Is that meta?
I don't really understand.
That's supposed to be meta, is it?
Is it? Like, I don't really get what the...
Because, like, old-timey toy, they don't get it, and gender roles, wowie.
But, like, the toys... What is the timeline of the toys in the toy world compared to the timeline of humanity in the real world?
It's like, Barbie and the gang, they're just, like, kind of, like, characterless characters, so they don't know better.
I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I feel like this movie's either going to be really good or really bad, and there's going to be no in between. Unlike this movie that we just. Mission Impossible. We got a new trailer for that. Got to admit, I'm very, very excited for this one.
Tommy's back.
Tommy's back, baby. Gonna be doing some cool stunts, cool tricks.
And this one has the Sinister Part 1.
Yeah, which is like, but like we know it's a part 1, so like we're not. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't end the part 1 in the middle of an action sequence though. That's not how you do it. Yeah, you guys excited to rewatch the entire franchise or watch it for the first time? Bear in mind, they're actually good movies. So like,
I like Tom Cruise. He's funny.
Yeah.
Why does he get progressively? His face gets like progressively rounder when he ages.
I don't know. Scientology.
Yeah.
Non-flat of the science.
Speaking of Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel announced there's going to be multiple Fast spin-offs after the franchise is finished.
Why does he announce all these things?
He's like the producer. They're literally they're his vanity projects.
Right. Okay. Cool.
After a certain point, he became like the main producer. I think
he became rich enough to own the project.
I think it was around the Fast and Furious movie, like the Fast 4 one.
Yeah, right.
There was like a big thing to get him to cameo at the end of Tokyo Drift, and he basically just got a lot of power. Anyway,
it's about power.
Yeah, and including a all-female Fast and Furious movie, apparently.
It's gonna be
Which
the
makes
Tess
sense.
and
Which is
spin-off.
That's what I think it's gonna be. Because they do that that's the other thing. Fast 8 was just a movie going, here are all the potential spin-offs we can have with the characters. And that's how we got Hobbs and Shaw from Fast 8.
It's gonna be
Deadpool 3 has started
Luke.
production despite the writer's strike, which means they're not allowed to ad-lib anything, or they have to stick strictly to the script. Because, you know, like Ryan Reynolds does this funny little like ad-libs and all of that jazz. He's not allowed to because of the contract and the writers. Until the writer's strike is resolved and they can get writers, back to talk about things.
Well, if he ad-libs stuff, wouldn't that just make you not need writers?
The contract specifically says he's not allowed to.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, it's something to do with the writing.
Yeah, but that doesn't that's not in the detriment of the writers.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I assume it's like a case of
the writers will have had their own thing in the script, unless they deliberately left that empty for Ryan Reynolds to begin with.
But there are no writers right now, so it's not.
No, the script's written.
Yeah.
And like,
or is it just because like there's no writers to approve his ad?
Yeah, because I assume you know about the thing of having writers on set.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no one there to do that, so I guess no one to approve it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
This could not be good because do you know the other X-Men movie that was affected by the writer's strike? Wolverine Origins.
Damn. No Wolverine.
John Wick 5 has been announced. We talked about this in the past. I don't think it's a good idea, but I thought the story ended very well with John Wick 4.
Prequel.
Yeah.
What was a episode after?
Yeah.
They're gonna make it a prequel.
Not going back.
Legacy. This is legacy
John Wick
written
5.
all over.
Legacy.
A legacy. The Last of Us multiplayer game has been delayed.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Damn.
So before we get into Sony Showcase, I just wanted to point out, I think we reported on at one point that the PSVR 2 sales weren't doing well. Do you guys remember talking about that a little bit?
Vaguely.
Maybe.
That was because of a Bloomberg article.
So now it's a lie.
It was a lie.
Damn, Bloomberg.
Sony unveiled their sales records. It's doing, I think, currently the same or better than the previous Gen 1, but it's kind of starting to plateau out. I think it sold around 600,000 copies or something.
Bloomberg about to redact the article.
And by the way, it's not available. I think for some reason in Australia it is, but like in most places around the world, it's not available at retail. So that's pretty good considering that.
Yeah, maybe no one's
Just
buying
now
it
they're
yet.
opening it up to retail. So I assume
Right.
more people are going to buy them. But at the same time, fucking put out games, you stupid.
PlayStation.
Because I have nothing to play. Disney Plus has been removing things.
They ran out of license.
Which I wanted to
Which
address
way? That doesn't make
because-
sense. Though,
All right.
'cause they own it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Full stop. It just doesn't make sense.
They hate
The whole point of Disney Plus is to keep a collection of everything,
Yeah.
including like stuff from the vault of Disney, and have it all available on this online platform. And yeah, you pay a very expensive
Unless
fucking subscription.
They want to make it exclusive Blu-ray release or some shit.
No, that's the whole point. They're trying to move away from like
Yes.
the old VHS stuff. Like, yeah.
They just hate the particular movies they're removing.
Including one and only Ivan, a movie which we covered in the first
Monkey.
days of
Yeah.
our channel. And like, that's kind of a shame because also that's a Disney Plus one.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, they're also removing Jeff Goldblum's show that was one of the launch shows for Disney Plus. Heavy marketing and stuff. And I watched a bit of it. Why would they remove? I don't understand it.
New generation. You gotta
If they
move on.
own them. It's
Is
the
it-
stuff
is
that
it-
they
it's
own,
not like
and it's their
conflicts
exclusive.
with the-
Willow, the show that just came out, the Lucasfilm's Willow show that just finished airing a little bit
They're
ago,
removing that.
like a couple weeks ago. It's being removed. What the fuck? It's a Disney Plus show that just came out.
Or are they just weeding out the underperforming shows? But yeah, we don't need those.
But for like, are they paying like what? Because from my understanding is nobody's getting like the writers aren't getting paid off the streaming stuff.
Yeah,
So
there's
it's
no
like,
royalty
what's going on here?
nonsense. So I guess they're just like, shit shows. Get rid of them.
Fun for all the
Yeah.
family.
So if you wanted to watch Willow, now's your last chance.
Damn.
Mhm. Or be a pirate.
It encourages piracy. Like straight up, this encourages piracy.
Because it's available nowhere else.
Nowhere else. So it's like, yeah. Something I just want to talk about. This is just a bit of a me thing, but Lego Marvel just unveiled their summer releases, and
Wow.
we've got a set that I just want to talk about because it was of particular excitement for me. They've unveiled their Spider-Man No Way Home Statue of Liberty battle set, and it's like a 360 like stand thing with like the
Like a
head
spinny?
of the Statue of Liberty and like the construction side around it. Comes with all three of the Spider people, Electro, Green Goblin, MJ, Ned, Doctor Strange, and Green
Everyone.
Goblin.
Mhm.
And this is the first time we'll be getting a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man since 2007.
Damn,
That's pretty cool.
nice. Yeah.
I will be buying this set day one. Though I think it's kind of ridiculous. It's $170. The piece count's only 900.
Mm.
900 pieces, $170. I feel like that's not that good, but my maths might be a little bit wrong.
I don't know, what's the usual value for
I
money?
think it's meant to be like 10 cents a piece. I think. What's the math there?
10
10 cents
times
a piece.
900, 9,000.
Well, then 900, 170 for 900 is, more expensive per piece. Maybe they're bigger pieces.
Well, I think it's the minifigures that are like the thing.
Yeah, true.
Because it's got like 9 minifigures is a lot, but like, goddamn. They also unveiled, as part of that same sort of thing, an Avengers Endgame Final Battle set, which I don't get why they call it Avengers Endgame Final Battle, because it's just the A-Force from the scene. And it's pretty cool because it's like a big display piece with like a destroyed Avengers facility kind of Thanos, and then you got a bunch of the A-Force fighting them, and it's on like the same 360 model thing. But it recycles minifigures from all of the previous sets. So it's a little bit like, why buy?
Because if
I
you
thought
don't
so.
have the other sets, you can buy that one.
But they made like an Avengers Endgame Final Battle set like 2 years ago. That was a remake of another Avengers Endgame Final Battle set
'Cause this
that
is the
has the
real
updated
final
version.
battle.
Yeah. I'll probably buy it down the line at some point, but the Spider-Man one's the one I want. They unveiled a Venomized Groot. Did you guys ever see that Lego Groot? Like the big buildable one? Kind of
The
creepy.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now they've decided to kind of lead into the creepiness by making a Venomized one. It looks pretty cool.
Venom.
Yeah.
Groot Venom?
Yeah. Venomized Groot.
Damn.
Venom. I don't remember if there was any other one. The only one that I remember other than that was this weird 4+ set, which was like the Hulkbuster fighting Thanos, but it was branded under the Avengers Marvel Infinity Saga thing, even though it's not from the movie. It's inspired by Infinity War apparently, but it's like comic book outfits and stuff. I don't know. Weird licensing with that one. All right. Last thing we were going to talk about a bit is the Sony showcase, right?
Sonia.
And we watched a few stuff, and we'll give our thoughts on a brief few things. Firstly, I wanted to address Ghost Runner 2. I'm really excited for that one. They're doing a bit of a Fast and Furious. They're doing like he's got like a motorbike. I don't know how that's going to factor into gameplay, but well, I mean, we saw it in gameplay.
Jump
But I'm like,
on buildings with a motorbike.
yeah, I guess new movement mechanics I kind of like. We looked at Phantom Blade Zero, which is that like it looks like a Souls-like, but I don't know if it is. I think it is.
No, it's a Chinese studio company, Chinese game developer.
China
Oh yeah, no,
number
but the genre.
one.
I mean, I think it's Souls-like.
Well, it looks like it.
Yeah.
So does look like it.
Was set in China?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
China man here knows.
Yeah.
Thank you, China.
I saw that. I saw the
dragon
one
or
China.
something.
I saw one China reference like China. This is pretty
Ming Dynasty.
There is a game
culturally
called...
appropriating.
What dynasty do you reckon it is?
I don't have a fucking clue. For all I know, it's
So
a
how do you know
combination.
I'm wrong?
Because you
Because,
don't know,
yeah,
and I
you
don't
don't
know, and
know.
we're assuming.
Assumptions
I
are
side with Sunny on
what
this.
led to calculated guesses, bro.
I think that just...
Calculated guesses, says the bitch who said Ming fucking Dynasty.
Yeah, that's not a
Ming
very...
Dynasty.
yeah.
You know what
Pussy got me acting
hypotheses
unwise.
are?
All right.
Those are assumptions.
Another game called Foam Stars, which kind of just looks like 30 copying Splatoon.
Yes, but bubbles.
Yeah. We got a cool trailer for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, which appears to be a remake of Snake Eater.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be in the Metal Gear Solid 5 engine or something?
I don't know. There's a lot of controversy around this though, because Kojima's obviously not involved.
Yeah.
It's like, me personally, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of
I
them
saw a
doing all
tweet
that. Kojima.
About the tweet was like, "Oh, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake came out, and Kojima just tweets about sandwich."
Yeah.
But if you if they follow the thing faithfully,
Then
But
it's
still,
just
it's a
like
remake,
a
it's a
proper remake. Yeah.
But I guess Metal Gear Solid 5 engine or something else new.
It would be a new engine, I assume, because this is for PS5. So that, like, the Metal Gear Solid 5 engine's really old.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're lazy, they can just port that over. Be like, yeah, game.
Well, it would have to be an upgraded engine, a version of that engine, I guess.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah. There are actual screenshots from they've released
yeah.
like shots from games. So, yeah.
Gameplay.
Alan Wake 2. We watched the trailer for that one. Pretty hyped for that one.
Alan
Need to
Wake.
play the first one,
Walker.
but yeah, it looks pretty
Wake
cool.
up.
Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Mhm.
When I finally catch up to that point in time, I guess I'll get it. Hopefully, it's good. We looked at some VR stuff, like Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2, which looked like a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
It
You
does.
should stream that,
I'm probably not going to buy it because I'm not interested.
but people will watch it. Maybe.
Maybe.
I won't.
Not really.
FNAF,
Knowing
though.
our audience.
Maybe leading
FNAF.
up to the movie if there's some hype for it.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 is getting a VR mode for free, which is pretty cool. I'll definitely play that. Arizona Sunshine 2. We looked at that one, the zombie one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think there was any actual gameplay. Oh, sorry.
No.
It looks like a little bit. The tone looks fun.
Yeah.
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 We looked at Crossfire Sierra Squad, the spin-off or sequel to Crossfire.
Off. I know nothing.
I don't really know much about it either. We looked at the trailer for Synapse, which is like a Inception type shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Saber is currently on PSVR 2. We saw that.
Recycled game.
Not VR related. We saw a trailer for Marathon. Bungie bringing that back.
Yo.
PlayStation announced their new accessories, which included a funny like Switch competitor type thing, but it's just it's called Project Q, but it's literally just a fucking glass screen with the controller pieces on the side, and you just stream it over the Wi-Fi from your PlayStation.
Which I called Wii U.
Which I call bullshit, because how my Wi-Fi is fine, but it's not good enough to like stream flawlessly a game from the play. Like, because I played COD on the PC, streaming from my PlayStation, which was right next to me, while the modem is right underneath me. So it's like everything's pretty good setup. But even still, especially if I'm playing an online game, there's definitely latency and like.
Speaking of, like, the Wii U did not require a Wi-Fi connection to do that connection.
Which means it must be using.
No, it's using it's like the proprietary Bluetooth shit.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
can only assume they are gonna do it.
The Wii controller have. Is it still like hardware
it would
inside?
have,
Like, does it have?
It has a screen. Then I would assume it would have some sort of processor to process whatever it's being sent, right?
I must assume PlayStation are doing some sort of proprietary hardware thing. Otherwise, they're just stupid.
I don't think they are, in all honesty. I think
they said
are
Wi-Fi.
Stupid.
It's like Wi-Fi.
Then they're segregating the Australian audience, aren't they?
Or just people with
it's
low internet speed.
Yeah, but also it's like not.
Or
If you're just streaming it,
Space
because
Link.
it's just streaming it from
Space
your
Link.
PlayStation to you, like a meter
Directly.
away from
Yeah.
your fucking PlayStation. So
Yeah.
it's like.
It shouldn't be
So
slow
it shouldn't be
unless
that
they're
bad.
doing like a
But
cloud
also-
thing. They're going up first and then going back down.
Well, Wi-Fi
That's
also
a
goes
good
by
point.
cables.
But I don't think
Like a local
it does-
network Wi-Fi would just go to the modem.
Yeah,
and
so
back.
I don't think they're doing a cloud thing. I think they're doing a local, like what you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said, right?
Yeah.
Because from my understanding, it does not seem like you can play it like on the go anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
It
Despite,
is not
like, yeah.
cloud streaming.
Which kind of honestly fucking sucks, because
If
it's
you
like,
done cloud streaming, then you can just play anywhere. Hey,
and it's like, what's the point? So am I that lazy that I can't fucking go and
so you
sit in
can
my
play
chair?
on the toilet, bro. You can be like, yeah.
I don't think my Wi-Fi can reach. I don't know, it can reach, but I don't think it's going to be that good playing from my toilet
That's what,
on the other
that's what
side of the
people
house.
did with the Wii U. They played at the toilets.
Yeah, but we've established it's not the
Yeah.
same.
And plus, wouldn't you rather dedicate a space to playing games rather than have your entire house be playing games and then your subconscious connects the entire house to just playing games?
So you can piss off your wife.
Like, okay.
It's also like,
It's just not
it
life
doesn't make
efficient.
sense, because it's like, where would you? Because I assume where you play your game on your fucking big screen is your most comfortable like place to play your games, right?
Yes.
It's like, also obviously from my understanding, they just said it was like an HD screen, which HD is honestly not that good.
Well, it's all right, like in a small screen, but
It's
like
fine.
that's
It's
what the
all right.
Switch
Yeah,
is.
but like the
Your
PS5
Switch,
is capable of like 4K and
This
shit.
may
It's
or may
like,
not be a
it's-
dumb question. What else can you
there's
do
no
on a
point.
PlayStation again? Stream music, watch things.
all the things you can do.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
What
like
will that be able to be? But then you'd rather use your
it's like a
phone.
Chromecast that could play games.
But no, I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
also it's burning power because you have your fucking
Yeah.
PlayStation on the entire time just to watch something you can watch on your phone.
Yeah.
Like legit, the only use I'd have for it is like, damn, I'm in bed. My PlayStation's over there, but I'm just like, oh, I can't reach my controller. But at the same time, I have to turn my PS5 on anyway. So it's like,
Can't you
what's the
turn it on
point?
from the controller?
Yeah.
You should leave the controller next to your bed.
But then I might as well just play the PS5, bro.
Yeah, but you're playing from the bed, right?
But the bed is
guess.
for sleeping.
Yeah, but you snuggle in the bed.
But then you'll get bad sleep.
And like for me
Yes.
personally, it's like all of the games that I would want to play on my PS5s will look better, and I assume like will look better and 100% run better on my PS5.
Yes.
There is no reason to like, unless they introduce some like exclusive games for this Project Q thing. Like, but I don't really. There's no point. There's no point. The only thing I'd find is just it being another controller.
With a screen.
But I guess it has this big fucking screen. That's just more annoying. Who is this for? I bet you they're gonna charge like. I don't see this going for 100, like higher than 150. Does that sound reasonable? Because it's just
It
a
depends
piece
on
of
what's
glass.
actually in it, though.
Is it a see-through glass screen? Did they say that, or is it just a screen?
No,
It's
screen.
just a screen.
I was almost under the impression for some reason that this
Oh,
was
'cause
one
I've
of
been
those
saying it's a piece of
holographic
glass.
see-through glass screens. Yeah,
No, it's just a screen.
Where would they do that, though? Just be like,
So-
oh, cool.
yeah,
See-through.
exactly. It's cool.
But like, those are like one of those fake
Shitty
concept iPhone concept images. Of like, oh, see-through iPhone. Wow.
They do exist.
Do they?
Mainly in advertising.
But they're not real.
It is real. They are real.
Where?
Nowhere, but they exist.
The fake?
Are they just not
they're
available
not
for
selling it.
retail?
I think they're selling for retail, but no one's buying them because it's an expensive
It's
proprietary
not an
solution.
iPhone.
Like,
is it?
okay, you have like a
I was saying, like,
display window, and you're
try-
playing things on the display window, but you can still see through the window. Or you have like the motorized televisions that are see-through TVs, and like they
Yeah.
rise up from just a bar, but they're
Okay.
see-through, so you can see through the TV. That technology exists. As to whether or
Yeah.
not PlayStation is going to do it, probably not. This is all useless talk because that's just going to be expensive as fuck.
Yeah. I don't see this doing well at all because there's no point.
unless you really
Because the
miss
whole point is
Wii
play it
U.
on the go, right? That's the whole fucking point of the Switch.
In the house.
Yeah, and so this is just like not even in the house. It's like sit in front of your PlayStation basically and play it.
But what if you go to shit and you're playing Spider-Man?
And you're like, oh, I can't pause it. I need to switch it.
Mom, I
Oh, it's
can't
an
pause it
online,
online game.
yeah.
It's for the COD players.
Yeah, and they can
stop
hear you
pausing
taking the
game.
shit while you're. Oh, speaking of which, they also unveiled like earbuds.
mic.
For the thing?
Yeah, so it's like the same like 3D audio tech that's in the Pulse,
Yeah.
which I don't see a reason to buy because I own the Pulse.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
gonna- I
if you
don't
don't
think-
have one.
I don't think they're going to make it cheaper than the Pulse. I think they're going to make it more
Smaller.
expensive than the Pulse because the Pulse isn't that expensive. It's like
Yeah.
I bought it for like 160 or something, and now I think it's gone down in price. So it's like
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
For those who don't have it.
It's specifically, I think the idea is it's for the people who are like gaming on the Project Q, right?
Yeah,
Because you don't
on
have-
the go.
But it's like, I get it if you're on the go, you don't have like maybe like big
yeah.
cumbersome headphones while you're gaming, but like you're not doing it
You
on the
can't
go.
do it on the go because it's a shit Wi-Fi screen.
Yeah. I think this whole thing is dumb.
It's for people who miss the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also the Wii U did not do well.
Yeah.
It's I think the worst selling Nintendo console.
It is because I guess it's kind of a shit console. But like, I guess people bought that because it had Nintendo games, and there were
Yeah.
some good Nintendo games.
And the Switch is just like exactly what the Wii U should have been,
A proper handheld, which
which
Well,
can
this
be a
thing is-
console, yeah.
yeah. Wow.
Anyway, That was a little rad from us.
one.
But there are bright news to end on. Spider-Man 2. Got some gameplay for that.
Oh yeah.
Looks really good, and I'm excited to purchase it. I'll probably even play through Miles Morales again leading up to it. But yeah.
Miles Morales.
All right. That's kind of it for our episode. Bit of a long one. We tried to be as fast and furious as we could, but
A lot of
stuff to cover.
A lot of steak.
Tune in next week where I think we're going to be looking at a certain Little Mermaid.
Oh.
And maybe possibly throwing in Spider-Verse on top of that.
Oh.
So coming out next
feature.
week.
Yeah.
The good and the bad.
Little Mermaid's out. Spider-Verse comes out in like 3 days.
Okay.
So we might as well cover them both.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Make sure you follow us on Spotify. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. If you want to contact us, 3unholythings@gmail.com, unholy.pod on Instagram, and you can check out our TikTok with that same handle.
Yo.
See you guys.
Check us
See
out.
you next time.
Check you next time. See ya.